with Lady Lexi.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Live with Lady Lexi. Today is Friday, June 5th, 2026. The time is now 7:14 p.m. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to have you guys. I hope it's been a wonderful Friday for many of you. Hopefully, you get the weekend off. Welcome into my VIPs that are here at the moment. Kristen, Vicky Newman, Cheryl Hamby, Heather Lynn, Mogran, and Lestat. Grace Smitty, Bougie, and I think I saw Robin earlier. Thank you guys for covering intro. I appreciate it very much. Welcome everybody else. How you guys doing today? Welcome in, P-Doc. Good to see you too. Mike Jones, thank you for the 40 stream streak a minute ago. I appreciate that. And Heather Lynn coming in, listening from work with an 80 stream streak. Thank you very much. I appreciate that as well. The stream streak thing is, it's actually going really well. It seems like a lot of you guys really enjoy that. And it's kind of your little competition among each other. And I find that very cute. So I think that's really cool, and I'm glad you guys all love it. You know, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you can get a stream streak just by watching videos, going to the VODs, or by checking out any clips or anything like that. So, you know, you can still keep that stream streak up. Anyway, what's everybody up to today? I've had a pretty non-eventful day. I got up to apparently one of the cars isn't working. So I get up to that, but I don't have time to look at it until Tuesday. And so I'll have to worry about that then, but whatever. And then of course I had to run to the pharmacy myself. It was pick up my meds day, so I had to go pick that up. And I'm waiting on a couple of refills to come out too. One from my Motrin, I guess, and Trulicity. And the funny thing about my Trulicity is I haven't started taking it yet. I'm going to try to take it, I think, this week. I'm going to attempt it and see how that works out. You know, I'm a little nervous to take it, but I'm going to try it anyway, and we'll see. Worst case, it doesn't work out after the first 4, and I just don't take it anymore. That's worst case scenario. PETA says was out enjoying the weather. Well, the weather's been nice. I don't know how it is, you know, up there in the fucking frost heaves, but over here it's been pretty nice. It was 86 degrees today, and absolutely beautiful outside. And so that was nice, you know. It is what it is. What's the Trulicity for? It's for weight loss. So I'm trying to lose a few pounds because goddamn, I'm getting fucking heavy. You know what I mean? Lady Moon, thank you for the 3 stream streak. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. You know, that's funny you said that because I don't really think 80 is hot. Not to me, it's not. 86 degrees to me is beautiful. I love that kind of weather. You know, I will take the hot weather over the cold any day of the fucking week. I don't mind wearing a tank top and whatever. I've got a tank top, pair of jeans on today. I'm happy doing that. That's me type clothing. That's me type weather, you know. So I like the warm weather personally. 6 says it's nice. It's 84 today. 84 is really fucking nice. Like that's a really nice fucking day, especially up in Canada. I didn't think you guys got that fucking like that warm this early in the year. You know what I mean? Hang on a second. I knew you were gonna say that. I fucking knew you'd say that. Peter says, I thought you wanted to keep the weight on so you could add other parts of your body. I do, but I need to lose a little bit, Peter. You know, I'm having some real big confidence issues right now with my weight. So I need to lose a little bit, you know. Jen Ben, welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you feeling, sweetheart? I hope you're feeling really well. How's your knees doing? How are you doing? How's everybody else doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. And 107 in Arizona today. Girl, stop trying to turn me on. That's fucking sweetness to my ears. We've been very lucky, actually, says P.6 says Canada goes from 35 to 86 in 10 minutes. It's winter and you blink, it's into a heat wave. It's weird as fuck. That sounds weird as fuck, actually. That actually sounds very fucking weird. It's funny here because like the weather sometimes, you know, like overnights it'll be, you know, it'll get down to like 40 degrees or something, and then the next day it'll just heat up fucking 40 more degrees just like that within a couple of hours. It's like holy shit. You know, it's amazing the weather can go from that to that so fucking fast. It really is. Vicky Newman goes, of course I would say that. Yeah, I knew you would. I know you. That's why I laughed. I'm like, oh god damn it, I knew it. But thank you. Truly. Or the morning is 53 and the afternoon is 90. Like, what the fuck do I wear? Yeah, one of those. You know what I typically do, Six? So I get up typically around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, whatever. That's pretty typical anyway. Sometimes I sleep a little late like I did today, but like when I'm getting dressed, I'll be like, "Hey, Echo, what's the weather today?" And I ask my Alexa what the weather is, because if anybody's going to know what the weather is, it's going to be her, or well, him in the house, her out here. She's going to know, or he's going to know, because that's going to really determine what I wear. And sometimes it's cold enough and I get, oh, it's, 68 degrees out. Oh, so it's t-shirt weather. Got it. Okay. Or today, it was 80 fucking degrees out when I left the fucking house. And, I'm like, oh, that's the perfect tank top day. So it'll be a cami type tank top type day. And so, yeah, I always just look to her because, I have to leave this building at nighttime. And so when I leave the building at night, it's like, okay, well, what's the weather going to be when I'm out of here? Do I need to grab a sweater from the house when I go in for a pee break or something? Like, what's it going to be? And so I kind of know that all by this already. So if I go, Ziggy, what's the weather for the rest of the day today?
Currently, it's 81 degrees and sunny. Tonight will be partly cloudy with temperatures dropping to 69 by 11 p.m., then clearing up around midnight with lows in the mid 60s. There's also an air quality alert in effect until
That
8
I
p.m. for
knew.
sensitive groups.
Okay, Ziggy, go home. And so that's what I'll ask her. And I'll literally get the entire shit right up to fucking midnight, for Christ's sakes. And that's perfect for me. So tonight I know it'll be in the mid 60s. I don't need to grab a sweater tonight. Mid 60s is good for me, you know? No drama llama, says Vicky Newman. Never is, never will be. I know. I like it better that way anyway. I do. It's easier. Taylor says 78 here. Currently, it's perfect. Okay. You should be in the UK. It's either blazing hot or pissing down with rain. No middle. I heard it rains a lot in the UK. I did hear that, but I also hear it's really cold and like really like not cold, but like almost spring weather kind of year round for you guys out there. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know how accurate that is, but it's what I hear. Jen Ben says everyone's doing good. Nia's getting a little better each day. Hope you and Chris are doing good. We're doing great. I'm glad that you're doing well and that you're healing from your knee and stuff. My mom had a couple of knee surgeries done, and I had a friend that had one done too. And it's a long recovery, but I mean, it is what it is. The good thing is you're doing better, and hopefully you'll be just kind of don't develop a limp or anything like that. I had a friend of mine had some knee repairs done, not a whole knee replacement like you did, but he had some knee replacement or repairs done, and he walks with a permanent limp now because he limped so long. Now he just walks with a permanent limp. Isn't that crazy? Even though he's fixed, nothing wrong with him, but he's got a permanent limp. It's fucking weird. Jen to keep a welcome out 6 says, I bought a dress today for my daughter's graduation. It was only $30, but it's so beautiful. I mean, girl, listen, you could put a fucking piece of tissue covering your fucking bottom and a couple of fucking stickers covering the top, and you'd still be fucking beautiful wearing it. All right? Believe me. Take it from somebody who envies your body. Trust me. You're beautiful. I bet you look great in anything. I bought a cute little summer dress just recently off TikTok shop. It was like $7. I bought it. I didn't wear it obviously today, but I had it out here the other day, but we weren't live, and so I made it. It made it way into the house anyway. I'll have to take it out and show you guys. Vicky says we had a heat wave last week, and this week it's raining. We had a lot of rain last week. We really need the rain. The lakes around here, Vicky, are like receding. You know what I mean by that? So like these people, they have their docks, and like you can see like out to the end of the dock, and their boats are on the fucking ground. You know. Where it was, once 8 feet of water, it's now no fucking water. And so we really do need the rain right now. Like we have having a huge drought. It's pretty rough. So, and you're welcome, Six. You're welcome. Awesome. I'll send a pic when the day gets here. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I think you're absolutely beautiful. So just know that you don't need a fucking thing done. All that extra fill and shit you got, you didn't need that. You're gorgeous. Just know it. Kylie says, hey, everyone. Well, hey, girly, how are you today? Again, congratulations yesterday on passing your test and your certification, whatever. And it's great to see you today. I hope you're well. And hopefully you didn't work too hard today and you're somewhat relaxed. That would be great. You deserve it. Except the lippies. I love them. LL. Obsessed. Well, your lips still looked good before you got the lips. So just so you know, you had lips that I'd kill for. long before you ever got the filler. But you look great, girly. You're absolutely stunning. Don't let anybody ever fucking tell you different. So, anyway, it's good to see all you guys. I hope you're all having a fantastic night tonight. It's been a heck of a day here. Just doing whatever. Waking up to that car shit was like all I could fucking stomach for one fucking day. It's like the car was running fine yesterday, and now all of a sudden it's not. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's the Mini Cooper. So I'm gonna have to go look at the Mini Cooper, but I can't get to it until Tuesday. If she wants it done before that, she's going to have to. She's just gonna have to send it to a repair shop because there's nothing I can do until then. So it is what it is, and that's just the way it fucking goes. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, I'm just doing fucking 10 things at once. You know how it is. You know how it is. Always doing fucking 50 things. Let's see. Dead air. Not dead air. No, not that. I want to sleep for a week. Well, I mean, you fucking earned the sleep for a fucking week, so I certainly hope you do. Especially if you absolutely need to. Here. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm done. Madam Queenie requested a hydrate. Thank you and welcome in. Phil, good to see you too. I'm not having car problems, P. Dot. My daughter's having car problems. There ain't nothing wrong with my fucking car. It's brand fucking new. Ain't nothing wrong with my car. Just hers. I have too much to do for a week worth of sleep. I'm just going to get my 8 hours tonight. Well, I mean, if that's what you want to settle with, then yeah, I guess you'll settle on fucking 8 hours instead of a week. Such is life. I wish I could sleep a week. God damn it. God damn do I wish I could sleep a fucking week. Yeah, right. Who's got time for that? Not me. I know that. Anyway, I think I get too much fucking sleep as it is. Wish 8 hours was a thing. Yeah, me too. Because like I go to bed and like I wake up like an hour later or 2 hours later, and then I'm up for a fucking hour or two, and then I go back to sleep. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I guess I'll go back to sleep. I'll go back and I'll get up around maybe 12. Or maybe 1 o'clock if I'm lucky. I probably sleep 5-6 hours a night if I'm lucky. So, but I don't need a whole lot of sleep to function on. I never have. I've always been one of those that can settle on 3-4 hours of sleep. I'm good to go. I guess I'm just kind of used to doing it. So I just have always done it, I wish I knew what 8 hours of sleep was too, said Taylor. Well, I mean, I get it, but you're young. You're in your late 20s, so you're young. You'll be all right. Kylie's in her 30s. She'll be all right too. 4 hours here a night, says Mama Queenie. Okay. Roxy, good to have you in. Welcome. 6 says, my mother-in-law is taking the kids next weekend on Saturday because I have something to go to. And she said, quote, oh, we'll just hang out until you get back, unquote. The fuck you will. Take them to your house for the night. I fucking love that. Somebody wants a kid-free weekend. Unfortunately, 6, that's the price you pay when you have children. You know what I'm saying, girly? That's the price. I didn't realize 3 to 4 hours. Oh, it's girl, this whole time I thought you was getting good sleep, 2 or 3 days. No, I get 3-4 hours of sleep, Kylie. I don't sleep a whole lot. Sometimes 5 or 6. It's rare, but sometimes 5 or 6. But seriously, I don't need more than that. I know they say, oh, 8 hours, blah, blah. I don't need it. I just don't fucking need it. To me, Kylie, I feel like I'm wasting the day away if I sleep too fucking long. And I do mean that. So like, I want the most out of my day that I can fucking get. I don't want to waste time fucking in my bed sleeping. I want to sleep long enough to feel a bit refreshed, and then I get up and I'm good to go. A lot of people need 8 hours, and that's okay. Crystal needs 8 hours, and that's okay. Me, just don't need it. I've just been functioning for so long without it. I'll tell you, Kylie, since I was homeless, that shit fucked me up. Like, it fucked me up, girly. I used to sleep, set an alarm for 2 hours. I'd sleep, I'd get up, I'd turn the truck on, I'd warm it up. I'd stay awake for maybe 45 minutes, then go back to sleep, up again in 2 hours. and then do it all over again. Like, being homeless fucked me up. Never having a secure place to sleep, always worried about somebody breaking into my car while I'm sleeping, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's just so much, you just, last 10 years, I don't know. That's been my sleep pattern. It's weird. Biggie said it's nearly midnight here now. I'm back to work in 5 hours. Girl, I don't know how you do it either. Like, okay, I get it. I don't get a ton of fucking sleep. You know what I mean? But I don't think I'd want to get up and then go right back to work. You know what I'm saying? That would drive me fucking insane. I don't know how you do it. That's ballsier than the way I do it. Lexi, on another note, I got a friend request from me on Facebook to send it off, so I sent a pic of my latest puzzle Discord pics only. Yes, Rochelle, I did send it. I just happened to be on there the other day and coming across people you know or may know. I saw you and I saw my first ex-wife on there. I did not fucking send her a friend request. But yes, Rochelle, I did send you a friend request on Facebook. I don't use it very often, but I do use it now and again. So let me see. Let me find that pic channel. Where is it? I never know where it is, but I know it's here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Pics only. Oh, that is fucking gorgeous. Wow, that is beautiful. Love it. Check this out, guys. This is gorgeous. Give me a second to pull it up. Look at that. That is fucking beautiful. Enlarge it just a little bit for you guys, a little bigger. I know a lot of you guys are looking on a phone, so let me enlarge it just a wee bit more. There we go. That is fucking gorgeous, Rochelle. I love it. I love the cracks in the face. I love the lips. Oh wow, it's beautiful. And I'll tell you, it's such a good puzzle. Some of it you can't even tell it's a puzzle. Like you can't tell with the flowers or the bottom left hand corner, or even a lot of the face. You can't tell. That's a beautiful puzzle, girlfriend. That's gorgeous. How many pieces is that? 1,000? No, it's been like 7 weeks since they've slept there. Piss off for one night for real. Okay, I get it. Yeah, Kylie, they tell me 8 hours is best, but I just haven't had one. And I think once in a while I get 8 hours, once in a great while. I don't think I've ever slept longer than 5 hours for the last 20 years. I feel that. You can only do a hydrate once every hour, I think. Yeah, Lexi, someone used their points to hydrate. Yeah, I hydrated already. I emptied a bottle out of it, actually. Just want to make sure. No, I get it, because there's a lot of fake people. There's a lot of fake people on Facebook. I get it. So I'd want to check too. I'm very picky about who I friend on Facebook, so I get it. If I know you, I might send. If I send a friend's request, it means I know you. I get lots of them that I reject because people I don't know. But if I know somebody, I'll send it. Yeah, that's a beautiful picture. Love it in a good frame. It looked great in a frame for sure. 1,000 pieces. Okay. Kristen 1975, welcome in. It's good to see you. Yeah, that's a beautiful one, Rochelle. That one came out really, really nice. You did a great job. I love it. How long did that one take you? I know you're pretty quick with a lot of those. So that's good. Can I request a song before hype train using points? You can. Yeah, as long as it's a fast song, and something that's going to gear people up, not something that's going to put people to sleep. You can't be that picky. You requested me. Girl, stop that. Fucking stop that. I love you to death. I think you're amazing. So stop it. You're stop it. A lot of fake people, period. Is that where you found out what I look like? Thanks for the young compliment too. No, you got yourself into Discord, Taylor. And so Lucy had shared your picture with me because I was curious what you looked like. And so she shared a picture of you with me. That's when I said, wow, you look really, really young. That's why I asked you how old you were. That's all. No, nothing bad. Nothing bad. Love Shack's a good song. We can do that, Mystic. Yeah, Love Shack's great. Couple days. That's not bad, Vicky. Take a couple days. Or Rochelle, excuse me. I'm looking at Vicky's too. That's not bad, Rochelle. A couple of days, put that together. I mean, you're pretty good, but you got a system. Like, you got your own little system you use for that, right? So, I mean, it works out. And so, fuck, girl, Yeah, we got Love Shack. It's actually on the playlist. Right here, actually, right there. So we will start that one on the hype train. No worries. Oh, I gotcha. God, that pick was horrible. I just woke up that day. I remember. Look, I don't think it was a horrible pick of you at all. I didn't think it was horrible of you at all. I think it's a good looking pick. But boy, do you look fucking young. Honest to God, you do. Hey, Lucy, here but driving. Well, then you're not here. You're just here listening, young lady. I'd rather you be safe on your way to your date, you know? Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Oh, you're very welcome. Like I said, I thought you were cute, you know? We were debating whether you were really 20, you know, I think you said you were what, 29, 27, 29? I don't quite remember. We were debating on that. You can tell you get a lot of sun. Your face is very red. You get a lot of sun, but it could have been the lighting too. So, yeah, 29. Yeah. So, I mean, you look at your pic, you definitely do not look 29. For no way do you look 29. Enjoy the youth in you because you look good. So, uh, Mystic Blue without the space, sweetheart. To do the cheer thing, it's without the space, but now you know. Anyway, so yeah, no, you look great. I got told I looked 40 before. What? Somebody told you looked fucking 40 before? Yeah, not even close. No, wow, somebody was definitely insulting you then, because you don't look anywhere near 40 years old. Yeah, no, I believe you, but I don't think you look anywhere near 40 years old. Holy shit, you know? No, I'm not. I'm not going to share it, Ubach, because he's a cop. I'm not going to share it. Sorry. Mystic, thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that too. There are probably a kid, right? No shit. Can we see a pic? Taylor's a cop. I'd rather not share it. I'd rather not, unless he gives me explicit permission, but I'd rather not. So, you know, he works at the sheriff's department. I'd rather not if we don't have to. You know, especially when it comes to stuff like that. I know that's weird, but you know, we use it for, you know, just verification that you're over the age of 18. That's all we use your picture for. You know, just we look and go, yeah, you look like you're over 18. You're good to go, you know? My younger brother was with me and they thought I was his daddy's 19. I don't see it, but somebody are just like clearly has no good judgment in age because I definitely don't get 40 out of that pic. Ubox says cops are hot. Taylor's pretty cute. He's cute, but he's young, and I got kids that are his age. So you know, I got kids. So you know, no can do. I can't, guys. I cannot, and you know I can't. Unless Taylor says yes, the answer is no. I'm sorry, can't do it. People think my son's my boyfriend. I get that. Well, you guys hear every once in a while people come in here and think Crystal's my mom. And that's the weirdest fucking thing ever. You know what I mean? That's the weirdest thing ever. Because, like, she doesn't look that much older than me. You know, I mean, yeah, she looks a little older than I do, but she's only by a couple of years. So the fans demand a picture. Well, the fans can demand all they want until he says yes. The answer is no. I was at Walmart with my mother, and they thought I was her husband. She's 50, and I'm 5'9". Wow, no shit. No shit. Yeah, that's the other reason, too. I'd rather not share it because Mogran's right, you know, because then you get fucking Reddit, and I don't want Reddit harassing him where he works and shit like that. They're so fucking low lifes over there. We don't want that for him. Feel so bad for my daughter every day. She'll spend her life with people thinking I'm her hot older sister. Well, you are pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. You know, you are pretty fucking hot. Nobody can deny that, you know? So we've talked about it here a few times, Kylie, you know? One more person to start a train. Yeah, it's still a little early to start a train, though. Let's be real. Ziggy, I like the Hispanic correction officers. The guy I'm with now, I tell him all the time to handcuff me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I will send Lexi a picture and she can share that one tomorrow on here. Everyone has my word on that. There you go. So he'll send one tomorrow that you guys can have. That's fair. I appreciate that. Just so you know, you could get harassed. Just so you know. She hates that joke. I bet she does. They're already saying shit about him. Of course they are. That's all they know how to fucking do, Rochelle. They know how to rag on people because they're losers. Ubach says, no, because think about it. He's a cop, so he's a public figure, and cops shouldn't be worried about stupid trolls on Reddit. They got nothing. Yeah, no, I get that, but they're fucking trolls over there, you know? I'm with you on that one, Kylie. Fuck Reddit. Stay off that shit. We don't need that crap. They're all a bunch of losers over there. You know? I mean, imagine having nothing better to do with your time but harass somebody all fucking day because you don't like them. It's just not the adult thing to do. You know, that's like, I mean, are we in grade school? You know, I graduated grade school a long fucking time ago. How about you, Kylie? Did you get a grade school a long time ago? Because I did, you know? And like, you know, I'm not even in high school anymore. So like, why is it grown adults want to pick on grown adults? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Mommy didn't give you enough attention or something? Like, you know? I'm not aging you, young lady. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure you're out of fucking school, right? I didn't throw out your age yet. Why would they even say about them? They don't even know them. Well, because they got nothing better to do than rag on people. Because I like him. That's why they're going to rag on him. Because I actually fucking like him. You know, I think he's a good guy. I've missed the Reddit trolls, to be honest, says Vicky Newman. I bet you have, girly. See, you could have been entertained by them. I did many moons ago, says Kristen, right? She's actually not out of school. Okay, that's technically true. You're right. That's technically true. She is not out of school. You're absolutely correct. I didn't even think of that. Jesus Christ, she is in school again, isn't she? I forgot all about that. And I just congratulated her for passing yesterday. I feel like I'll never be done with school. Well, I mean, listen, no offense, Kylie, but you're the one that puts yourself back in school. Just saying. I mean, you know. I'll send you one, Lexi, on TikTok so you can briefly show it on here. That is completely up to you, Taylor. You're better off dropping it to my email, just so you know. I'm going to be a doctor nurse. Well, you're going to be a doctor. You're going to give the title of nurse up because you're going to be a doctor. Reddit already has a pic of, what did I see that? Reddit always has a pic of Tennessee, apparently. Yeah, I doubt it. I love school, though. I don't know why I'm such a nerd. Yeah, I like school, too, but not enough to keep fucking going and, like, you know, condemning myself to an education every day. I think I'm smart enough that I don't need to keep going back to school, but I don't have any, like, huge career ambitions like you do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I totally get that, Kylie. I mean, I've got my ambitions. I've got my education. I'm good. I'm happy. Kylie, EJ says they're in graduate school. And what are you studying right alongside Kylie? I'm going to ask you the same question. Let me see. They do it, says Taylor on his uniform. Oh, yeah? Wow, look at that, harassing him already. Kylie, I'm going into birth to teaching. Oh, that's very cool, EJ. I love that. Well, I'll tell you, I think the last thing they ever want to do is fuck around with a cop. That might be bad news on their part. You know, that might be bad news on their part. Oh my God, it'll be funny to post your pic on Reddit on their sub, beat them to it. Well, apparently they already have it. So I went to university and got a degree that I don't even use. I use mine in everything I do every day. I mean, I got one in business administration. I use it every day running this business. You know, I know how to do paperwork, close end of day, shit like that. But, and I got one in computer science. I use that every day too. So especially when I'm trying to figure out something on my computer. But I'll tell you, my education in computer science is very outdated from the things that I learned. So anything I'm learning now is literally like new stuff, you know, that I learn on my own. Chat GPT is great, let me tell you. You know, I'm studying birth to teaching. That's interesting. You have a degree in psychology. Well, maybe all those people on Reddit, Vicky, should start using you as a psychologist. I'm sure they could really use one. And Kylie is a CUNY Coolidge College, which is so much better. I can feel myself and not be judged for it. Well, why would you be judged for it? Nobody's going to judge you for that, you know? Kaylin, welcome back. Long time no see. Thank you very much for resubscribing on your 39th month. I appreciate that. Vicky Newman says they couldn't afford me. You're probably right. They're too busy fucking working on me all the time to be able to afford anything reasonable. I think you're right, Vicky Newman. I think you're right. Fucking losers. People judge me for my seizures. Nobody should be judging you, EJ, for anything. There's no such thing as a perfect human out there. And I've said it 1,000 times. I am as flawed as they come. And I'm okay with that. I have the same degree. When did you attend college? Which degree, Pink Panther, do you have? I would absolutely overcharge them. Fucking right. Not you saying Coolidge. Yeah, I was just kind of reading really quick. And I said Coolidge instead of college. And I'm like, oh, well, look at that. Taylor, where'd Taylor go? That's okay. Reddit can show their ass. They won't find my last name. There you go. I don't want to know it either. Oh, computer science. Oh, I went to a community college way back when. I just got my diagnosed with low blood sugar. Oh, no shit. So how do you fix that? I got to be seeing things. I think I'm seeing things. I swear I just saw somebody walk past my window in the driveway, but I don't see him on camera, so that couldn't have happened. Losing my mind over here. Can Taylor just show a pic already? Holy balls, keeping in suspense. I'm waiting for him to do it. When he sends it to me, I'll do it. I got diagnosed with obesity. So not cool. Yeah, me too. Me too. So not cool. I remember saying back when you didn't have to high school diploma to go to college. That's awesome. Yeah, you could use way back then you could use life. Your life experience was your diploma. I mean, I've since gotten obviously my diploma, whatever, but life experience way back when, which was really nice, Caitlin. And I guess we're gonna start a height train out of fucking nowhere. So P-Dot coming in with 200. You guys want to push the train? You have to tell me if you want to push it. It's a really early train. Do you guys want to do it? I also got diagnosed with bad bitch disorder. Treatment is shaking ass. Fucking right, girly. I fucking love that for you. Guys want to do it or no? Yes or no? You say yay or nay. Your bits are going to be my push, and we have a song to go already. So fuck it. All right. Caitlin coming in with 3 tier 1 subs. Excuse me. Caitlin has 216. Here we go. Love Shack, baby. Well, that's true, EJ. You're right. All right, level 2. Lestat coming in with 112% at 435. Thank you, Lestat. Bougie with 100 as well to 16 at 431. Level 2. Thank you, Bougie. Wish someone would run a train on me. Roxy Underworld with 120% at 415. Level 2. Thank you, Roxy. Taylor coming in with 1,000 biddies to 60% at 409. P-Dot with 1,000 biddies. Tammy Brown with 500, taking us off to level 3. Thank you, P-Dot, Taylor, and Tammy Brown. Love Shack, baby. All right, level 3, 16%, 413 to go. 2,600 bits or 6 subs. There you go, Kylie. Thank you, Smitty, for that one. Get him on a hiding. Alrighty, folks. Level 3, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, 16%. Looking for 6 subs or 2,600 biddies to get us moving. P-Dot coming in with 100 to 19% at 305 level 3. Thank you, P-Dot. All right, folks, 5 subs, 2,500 bits, 2 minutes, 45 seconds. I can. I can, Lady Moon, yeah. Tammy Brown coming in with her 190th Tier 1 sub. The 35% at 2 minutes, 10 seconds, level 3. Thank you, Tammy Brown. All right, guys, last call in 5 seconds. 2, 1, 2 minutes, 35%, last call, level 3, 4 subs, 2,000 bits. That's what it's going to take. Less than 2 to go. P-Dot coming in with another 100 at 38% at 145 level 3. Thank you, P-Dot. Vicky Newman coming in with 5 Tier 1 subs, taking us right off to level 4. Thank you very much, Vicky. I appreciate that. That is 301 Tier 1 subs as we cross to level 4. All right, guys. Level 4, 15%, 434 to go. Coming up, Kylie. Rachel gifting out a Tier 1 sub. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. That is 348 you've thrown at 28% at 421. Level 4. Leaving 2,800 bits or 6 subs. Tammy Brown coming in with another Tier 1 sub. Tammy, that's 300 and... Oops, I take it back. Smitty coming in with 5 Tier 1 subs as well. Tammy, that is 191 subs. Smitty, that is 383. Taking us off to level 5. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Smitty. Interesting, Kylie. Really? It's Get Low by Yin Yang Twins. That's what you asked for. Right? Hang on. Get Low, Yin Yang Twins. Get Low, Yin Yang Twins. That's what it's playing, according to what I see. Really? You sure you got the right song? It's what I got here. Let me show you. Look. I show you. That's what it's showing me. All right, level 5, 7%, 341 to go. Little John. Okay. You left that part out. I'll find it. Drop it down low for a twin. She fuck with niggas who got money to spend. She'll about to put the wide open again. She keep a nigga for a dub. She'll have a nigga wanna fall in love.
She Wolf 080 cheered.
That what you want?
200.
This is the only version I can find. I can't find the other one you're looking for. All right, Jen coming in with 500 biddies, taking out level 5 to 12% at 255, level 5. Rachel coming in with a 95 stream streak. Thank you, Rachel. All right. Can we refund Kylie her 10,000? Because I can't find the specific one she wants. Alrighty, guys, listen up. Level 5 coming up to 2 minutes 30 seconds, 12%, 4,800 bits, or 10 subs to lock in that 7 o'clock for tomorrow night. Don't let it go here. We've come this far. Okay. Okay. That's fine, Jen. This bitch is fine. I done came to the club about 11 times now. Can I play with your panty line? The club wanna say I need to calm down. Okay. Alrighty, guys. 1 minute 55 seconds. Level 5, 12%. Last call. 4,800 bits or 10 subs. Took 3 shots. Of what? Cheryl Hamby coming out with a tier 1 sub. That's 130. Thank you very much, Cheryl. Taking us to 21% at 135. Level 5. 9 subs, 4,300 bits, guys. Don't let it fall. Ah, Crown. I like Crown. Welcome in, Kashish. Good to see you. Jen with another 200 to 25% at 121 level 5. Thank you, Jen. Kashish, baby, don't forget to re-up your sub, and now's the perfect time. I wanted to get that Teddy Swims one in for you, sweetie, but I don't think we're going to make it. I take that back. Smitty coming in with 10 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much, Smitty. Kendra with 500. Jen with 300 as we cross to level 6. Thank you, Smitty. Thank you, Kendra. And thank you, Jen. All right, level 6, 22%, 435 to go. Thank you again, Smitty. Smitty, sweetie, that is, let me see, 393. Only 7 away from 400. Amazing. Thank you. Jen with another 200 at 25% at 419 level 6. Thank you, Jen. All right, guys, 5,500 bits or 11 subs. That's your 11 o'clock. We're 1/4 of the way there. To the wall.
She Wolf 080 cheer. X200.
Jen coming in with 300 at 29% at 343 level 6. Thank you, Jen. Jen coming in on a 10 stream streak. God, girl, I feel like it should be way more than that. But thank you for the 10 stream. Yeah, Rachel makes a very good point. Subs are on sale at 35% off, guys. Now's the time to buy them. Level 6, 322, 29% to go. We're looking for 11 subs or 5,200 bits. Anna coming in with 10 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much, Anna, and welcome in. Anna, that is 2,501 tier 1 subs to our community. Thank you to 97% at 3 minutes. Level 6 to the wall. Anna loves a good sub sale. I know that. Smitty with another 5 tier 1 subs, locking in 11 o'clock and taking us right off to level 7. Thank you, Smitty. That leaves you 2 away from 400. Absolutely amazing. All right, level 7, 23%, 438. Midnight up for grabs. 16 subs or 7,600 bits. Great train, guys. Thank you. It's showing that you're subscribed. Maybe go back out and come back in. Maybe you just got a new sub. Who knows? All right, there's the Teddy Swims for Lady Moon and my bestie. Do you know by Black and White? Coming up, Anna. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. And I sold my soul.
She's the devil. She's the devil in a dress. I'm in purple. She ripped my heart right out my chest. I would give my life for one more kiss from the devil. She's a devil in a dress. And I love it, love it, love it. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. And I love it, love it, love it. She's a devil in a dress. Them pearly gates and streets of gold. I won't make it. I'm out of control. How will you love
Rachel coming out with a 349th tier 1 sub to 28% at 225 level 7. Thank you very much. I know he does. I know he does, Rochelle. I love Teddy Swims for that very reason. I like his music too. Alrighty, folks. Coming up to that last call, level 7, 28%, 15 tier 1 subs, 7,100 bits. Last call. My life for one more kiss.
I'm a man in pain. I'm a massive case. She's the devil. She's the devil in a dress. I'm in peril. She ripped my heart right out my chest. And I would give my life for one more kiss from the devil.
Kazi coming in with 100 biddies at 29% at 118 level 7. Thank you, Kazi.
She's the devil. She's the devil in a dress. And I love, love, oh, I love, love. She's the devil. She's the devil in a dress. And I love her.
Do you know
All right.
you left me on to be right?
Level 7. 45 seconds ago.
You turned it around and you made this a game I will play for you. I will play for you. I will play for you. I will play for you.
Alrighty, guys. I got a few horns going out to quite a few people here. Thank you, guys, everybody. That one came in at level 7 at 29% at 44 tier 1 subs, 5,300 biddies. Absolutely amazing. I got one for you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. I got another for you, Kendra. Thank you, Kendra, and welcome in. Let me see. We're going to throw one out to Tammy Brown as well. Thank you, Tammy Brown. One to our girl, Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. I will not forget P-Dot. Thank you, P-Dot. And Taylor as well. Thank you, Taylor. And I'm going to throw another one to Caitlin95 too. Thank you, Caitlin. All right. This one goes to you, Smitty. Thank you very much, sweetheart. And the last one goes to you, Jen. Thank you. As I said, guys, level 7, 29%, 44 tier 1 subs, 5,300 bits. Thank you guys very, very much. That's at 7 o'clock start tomorrow night and 11 o'clock tonight. And thank you, Wannabe66, for the 60 stream streak. I appreciate it very well. Very much. Thank you. Great job, everybody. If you flipped your phone over for the train, go ahead and flip it back. We are done with the flashy, fancy, whatever. So go ahead and flip your stuff back over, and we are on our way to the rest of the show. Craziness. Welcome in, Tiffany. Good to see you. I hope you're well tonight. Thank you again, Wannabe, for the 60 stream streak. Rachel also came in with a stream streak as well, I think, a little while ago. What was that one? Let me go back there. 10 stream streak for Jen. Rachel with a 95 stream streak. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, guys. That was just a whole lot of fun. I appreciate it. That was a really great train. It's nice to see those. Just had a gummy. It's about to get wicked, says Kylie. Only wicked by yourself, baby. I'm all right. I'm glad to hear that. Thought level 6 was 11 and level 7 was 12. No, level 5 gets you a 7 o'clock, Rochelle. Level 6 gets you 11. Level 7 would have been 12. Yes, that's correct. But we didn't complete the level 7. We only flipped it. Gonna text a man. I think you're gonna need to. My medical people, is it normal to feel completely stressed out on steroids? I don't know. I don't feel stressed out on steroids. I usually feel like I have to like zing, 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 zing. You know, I have like a lot of energy when I have steroids. No, it's okay, Rochelle. You didn't step out, sweetheart. You asked a question. It's okay. It's all good, sweetie. Don't worry. Lucifer Morning, glad you got a sub. Glad to hear that. I think Kashish did too, which is really great too. So I think that's fantastic. Kylie goes, yeah, you're going to need a man at this point. Hey, call the guy that bought you your computer. I know he'll gladly come over. But yeah, so apparently, according to Kylie, who's a nurse, by the way, and going to school to be a doctor, it's a common side effect, Kylie. So, or Kazi, excuse me. So yeah, apparently that's common. Caitlin says too, very normal to be emotionally stressed on steroids, pretty common. I think people get that way because of like the antsiness that it gives you when you're on steroids, you know? I get the munchies and steroids, makes me hungry. That's interesting. I can't say I've ever heard that one before. Really angry on them. I really wanted to smash a plate on Michael's head because his knife touched the plate. Wow. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be taking those. Holy shit. Yeah, you need him to come over and put your big O together, right? That's what it is, Kylie. You need him to assemble your big O. Of course. I get it. Clearly he can assemble a desk, so he's handy. Hint, hint. I see what I did there. Anyway. Crazy shit. Thank you guys for the great train. I do appreciate it once again. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much. It means the world to me, so thank you. Means the world. Absolutely love that shit. Let me see here. Gonna answer a quick message. My phone's going crazy tonight. Okay. Okay. Anyway, all right. Well, you guys are all talking to each other. Aren't we supposed to be talking to me? I thought we were supposed to talk to me, man. What the hell? Anyway, welcome in, everybody. I heard somebody earlier got a sub. I'm guessing they'd never been here because I don't recognize the name. Molly Maytag. Oh, I do recognize the name. One of your subscribers gifted me a month. Yeah, that person would have been Smitty 918. Molly would have gifted you a gift subscription. I'm glad to hear that. So now you shouldn't have any commercials. If anybody got a gift subscription throughout the train, just make sure that you guys go back out and come back in, and you should lose all the commercials. So just so you know. No, says Kylie. Well, that's all right if you didn't hear me. It's all good. So how do I calm the fuck down? Go take a walk, Kazi. Go take a walk. Obviously, you feel stressed out and anxiety because of the way that, like, you're walking, because you have steroids, and steroids are kind of keeping you, you're going to get out of the house and do something. I recommend go take a walk if you can, or do something that makes you busy, That's what I would do, especially if they're making you super antsy. I hate when I'm on steroids because I get fucking antsy and I want to get up and fucking get the hell out, I'm on 9 tablets a day. Holy shit. Most people are 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on 9 a day? Fuck. I never understood that, right? Like, tell me why they don't do this. So they give you 9 steroid tablets a day. Like, this makes any fucking sense. Why wouldn't they just give you 1 pill of that steroid at that dose? Why don't they just make that high dose and then give you the next dose down, the next dose down, the next dose down? Like, what the fuck? I never understand that, why they don't do that shit. Why they tell you to take 10 or 9 or 6 or whatever. To me, that's fucking madness, It's like I've taken speed. That's literally what you've done. Steroids are like speed. So that's like literally what you did do. You did take speed. So I'm like that, but I won't take it, says Rochelle. Right, but think about that, right? When they hand out steroids, right? You've been on steroids before. Prednisone?
I have no idea.
Oh, you've never been told to take 6, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? You don't remember?
That doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, well, that's how it is with steroids. So typically when you get steroids, your first dose is usually 5 or 6. Then your next dose kicks down to maybe 5 that day, then 4 the next, 3, 2, 1. It's like a 7-day regimen typically. Anyway, so I never understood why if it's like if you have to take 7 or 6 or whatever. Now Kazi happens to be on 9. I don't know how many milligrams that works out to be. Why wouldn't they just make 1 pill of that dose? Why take 9 of the same fucking pill over again? Why not just make one that's 800 milligrams and then another one that's 500 or whatever? That doesn't make any sense to me.
What are the steroids supposed to do for you?
Well, they're supposed to boost your immune system in your body, make it work faster.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, typically, like when I get poison ivy, I'll go see the doctor to put me on steroids for it because it helps heal it faster.
I have had shots for poison ivy.
I don't know if that's I don't know. It might be a steroid shot. I don't know. Both times taking steroid did nothing for me. Oh, it was pointless. Really, nothing for you? Yeah, every time I'm on steroids, fucking, I can't sleep and I get wicked antsy. So, 9 for 2 weeks, then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for 10 weeks. Oh wow. No shit, that's crazy. Kylie says steroids reduce swelling and suppress the immune system. I thought it helps the immune system. I guess not. Yours is for inflammation in your bowel. That makes sense.
I didn't have to worry about any pills, but like I would have to go in and get shots. Because see, I thought that I was immune from poison ivy. But then
Until you weren't.
forgot that I moved from Florida to South Carolina, and I went
would
to
think
go
so,
and
Lady
do
Moon.
a favor for a couple in my Bible study class. And I found out that I'm in fact not immune to the poison ivy here. And they gave me shots in the hospital. I had to keep going back and getting them.
Yeah. Been there, done that. The dose for prednisone is 5 milligrams. Okay, so why not just make a 45 milligram one then? Because that's what she has to take essentially, Anna. She's taking 9, so 9 and 5 is 45. So why not just give her a 45 fucking milligram one? It just seems weird to me they do that, you know? Let me see. It made me emotional, but didn't help with what I needed them for. They can be dangerous every day of long-term use. Well, that makes sense too, Lady Moon. Antibiotics can do damage too. You're absolutely right. I spent the better part of a year on antibiotics once. True. Let me see. They've made my antipsychotic stop working too. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Turbo King says I take it for my COPD. Okay. So, I mean, everybody's on something for something, you know? I went to the pharmacy today and I just took my regular meds, you know? I grabbed my Suboxone, waiting on the Trulicity. I didn't get it. It doesn't cost me anything anyway, but waiting on the refill approval for it. I'm going to start taking it on Monday, I think. I'm going to try it and see what it does. And if it makes me sick, I'm not going to take it. Anyway, so that and my Motrin. I got to wait on a refill for my Motrin, too.
The shot?
That's the shot, yeah.
Oh.
I haven't even started them. It's still sitting in my fridge. But the Motrin, I got to wait on a refill approval for, which I just fucking got that. God damn it! Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so I got you everything else. It only cost me $6. So I spent 6 months on antibiotics last year. 10-10, don't recommend. Yeah, that's about what I spent my last year. I had my teeth. It was like every other month. Kylie ended up with a fucking infection. I was on them for a better part of a year. Every other month, it was crazy shit. FYI for ladies on birth control, if you take antibiotics, your birth control doesn't work.
true.
That's true, right? You got to wait and start over again for it to work. Yeah, that I did know. I did know that. And if you do take antibiotics, ladies, make sure you get, I think it's diclofenac or something. Get that fucking pill for after so that you don't get a goddamn yeast infection. So make sure you guys get that fucking after pill of antibiotics. I take an antibiotic on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the rest of my life. Why? That seems odd to me. Why? I got a moon face too. I don't know what that means. What's a moon face? You have to take an antibiotic for COPD? Huh. Some antibiotics are safe for birth control, but it depends. Well, that's just it, you know? Yeah, your face swells on steroids. Oh, I was going to say, because I'm swollen all the time anyway because I'm fucking fat. So steroids changing your face. I've heard that. I just have a lot of extra weight. That's why I fucking have a swollen fucking face. It's not swollen. It's fat. You take a Z-Pack. Oh, wow. So whatever happens if you get like a super bug or something, antibiotics not going to work. Because you literally have that in you all the time. That seems so odd to me. But I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I get it. You know, follow the doctor's orders. I'm not a doctor, a nurse, a pharmacist, nothing. I'm just Alexi. Some antibiotics will give you infections. I've had BV once, took antibiotics for it. The last day they got them. Yep, first yeasty. Hated me then. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You know, when you take antibiotics, there's supposed to be a pill you take after that to avoid that. So that you don't get a yeast infection or thrush afterwards, right? Which is the same thing. But that's the whole point of, like, after. There is an after pill you take. You just got to ask your doctor for it, and you won't get a yeast infection. That's the whole point. Like,
And
come on, ladies.
Make sure you eat yogurt, like, with the live probiotics.
You can do that too,
while
yeah.
you are taking the medication.
She makes a great point. Probiotics work too. Speaking of poison ivy, I can find 10 acres and run through a row around. Never bother me. I bet you $1,000 difference.
Believe it or not, it is regional. And now that I've had an attack from the poison ivy here, I would not touch the poison ivy
Yeah.
in Florida because I'm sensitive to it now.
Zoe, I bet you $1,000 you couldn't do it. I'll come to Texas and watch you. There are very few people that are not prone to get it. And you seem to have a lot of issues you're going through health-wise, so I'm willing to bet you your immune system's not going to allow that. You will end up with it. Don't go rolling in it. Yeast infection, that's thrush, right? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, thrush is more for your
overabundance
mouth,
of
but
yeast.
yes, it's an overabundance, right? Like she said, of yeast.
And it can
Jen
be
Moise,
anywhere
welcome
in your
in.
body. It can be in your ears. It can be in your nose, your mouth.
Kylie says she
other
paid
parts.
$1,000 just to watch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can say you used to grow it all you want, Zoe. I call bullshit. I'm going to call you out on that one. Sorry. I've met very few people in my life that have ever been able to not have it.
Hey, listen.
So-
Listen, before I moved here from Florida, when I was in Florida, my children and I, we could wrap it around ourselves. We made crowns out of it and everything else. Moved
Fuck
here,
that.
it was a game changer, and I'll tell you what, I won't touch any of it anymore
Yeah.
because I'm already sensitive to it.
Caitlin, poison ivy will last forever if you don't get it treated. You will just keep spreading it and spreading it and spreading it and spreading it. You'll spread it to your sheets, and then the oils will be on your sheets when the blisters break, and then you'll spread it to your partner who will end up with it if they don't get treated. You will have it for a long fucking time if you don't get it treated. And honestly, girly, don't ever avoid getting it treated. You can usually use calamine motion, but I will tell you guys this. I will tell you this, and you can look it up if you want to, but if you do expose to poison ivy, get yourself some gas. I know this sounds crazy. Don't go fucking ballistic. Just put like a cloth and then just wipe it where you've been exposed. It will prevent it from forming. It works. Trust me. Been there. I was a tree guy for a long fucking time. I've run into a lot of poison ivy, and gas will fucking take care of it. It gets rid of the oil and it neutralizes it. But something else to keep in mind too is that if you come into poison ivy, there's a good chance that whatever caused it around it somewhere is something
It's
that will
growing
heal
right
it.
there. It is growing right there. I haven't taken the time to learn how to make the antidote, but you can. It grows right there with the poison ivy, like amongst it.
Well,
It's-
Kazi, we have lots of
it's
stuff
just
here
a
that can sting you.
different plant.
Trust me. We have poison ivy in Australia. I don't know. Ziggy, do they have poison ivy, sumac, or anything else in Australia? Oak. Oak was the other one I was thinking of.
Australia doesn't have poison ivy or sumac, but it does have toxic plants. For instance, there's a plant called rust that can cause severe skin reactions similar to poison ivy. Want to learn how to identify rust plants so you can avoid them?
No, I don't live in Australia, but somebody else does. You can go home. Thank you. Do they have poison oak in Australia?
Australia doesn't have native poison oak. However, there are some toxic plants in Australia
Yes,
that
Ziggy.
can cause similar.
Yes, you said that already. Okay, go home.
Got it. No poison oak in Australia.
Ziggy, go home. So there you go. You don't have to worry about it, Tiffany, but you have a lot of other things down in Australia that can fucking kill you. I think Australia is home to 9 of the most deadly fucking snakes and at least 7 or 8 of the most deadly spiders. So there's plenty out there that can kill you.
Kazi, stinging nettles is excellent for your health.
What is a stinging nettle?
It's a plant. You touch it, you'll know it because you'll get inflamed right away. It's like the little hairs that stick into you from the plant.
Oh, like a cactus.
No, these are like fine little hairs.
Some
You
cactuses
can't
have find them too, and you
pluck
touch
them.
them, they get in your skin. It's brutal.
They're like fibers.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't say I've ever had it.
Getting insulation in your skin.
That sucks. Been there, done that.
But stinging nettles
That sucks.
is
Always wear
actually
gloves. Handling
very
insulation.
medicinal. It's very healthy for you if you make a tea out of it. It helps with any kind of
Just filter it first.
issues you might be having.
Wow, I had no idea. Listen, we got enough shit here that can sting us too. We got mahogany wasp, we got black widows, we got brown recluse, we've got a bunch of other fucking poisonous crap. We got poisonous snakes. We got copperhead snakes that live right around here. We see them every now and again. I saw a black rat snake the other day. So just there's enough down here that can hurt me too. I lived in Australia. Shit wanted to fucking kill me there too. You had scorpions, and of course you had fucking black widows and cactus and crazy shit. Cactus really irritates the shit out of you if you get poked by those needles. It irritates the fuck out of you. So the wildlife is enough, says Kazi, right? I love the Virginia creeper. I have one, and it's beautiful. Okay, we have creepy shit all over our fucking house. I'll be back in a few, cutting retirement cake. That's fine, Jen. That's fine. Yeah, blistery, itchy. It's a good tea, I've heard. Okay, Virginia said, I think you make a tea out of nettle. That's what she was saying, yeah. Kazi says, something weird happened to my aunt. A spider laid its eggs in her skin. I've heard of that possibly happening. I don't know how true it is, but I've absolutely heard of it happening.
I'm not understanding the logistics of that one.
I don't either. It's kind of like the botfly, you know, or maybe New World screwworm. Speaking of New World screwworm, they have found it within a mile of the Texas border in Mexico, which is crazy because we have actually annihilated that. We had made it gone here in the United States, and it's going to make a comeback now. For whatever reason, I don't know. But when we go down to Costa Rica, she has to be checked and tested for New World screwworm before I can bring her home.
It has been confirmed. to
Well, yeah,
be
no,
on
I
the cattle,
I know that. That's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
Cattle in South Texas.
Oh, I hadn't heard that recently. I heard it was a mile
it's
away.
confirmed.
Yeah, last I heard it was a mile. I was listening to Aaron. So if it's confirmed now, then there you go. But that shit, be careful. Check your animals. If that stuff makes it much farther north than Texas, you guys may want to check your animals for little bot flies here and there. They nestle themselves into the skin, and they form a larvae, and they burrow a hole right in your animal. It's tragic. It's fucking tragic, and it's bad for our cattle. Let me see. I'm going to try to pronounce this. Snidoscolus texanus, whatever, commonly known as Texas bull nettle. Tread softly, malamihir, and finger rod is perennial herb covered with stinging hairs. The main stem, branches, leaves, and seed pods are all covered with hispid or glass-like bristly hairs that release an allergen toxic upon contact. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, Kylie, I don't recommend black widow bite either. I've gotten it. Worst stomach cramps I've ever experienced in my life. I was just a kid. Sorry for disappearing. I just got home, but didn't even know you were gone, girly. I don't get it either, says Kazi. Brown recluse is a bad one too. It rots from the inside out. Okay, but you actually have that already in you. So you already have necrotizing fasciitis in you. Your body, when you die, it's meant to break down. But that spider, whatever it is about their venom, causes it to activate. Now, it doesn't happen to everybody. There are certain people that have a really bad reaction to it. Not everybody has that reaction, Turbo King. But it is possible to have that happen. But people get bit by them every day and have no issues. But there are those out there that do have issues with that, and it will actually activate that in your skin. Yes. It's fucking scary. It's scary as fuck. The screwworm is supposed to be here, says Zoe. Well, like I said, last I heard just a few days ago, it was only a mile away. So if Kristen's
That
saying
was
it's
a
now
few
in
days
southern
ago.
Texas, that's only
Yeah, that was.
That's
a few
not
days
surprising.
ago, so you would expect it to be here by now.
yeah, I'm not surprised. Celtic Mary, welcome in. Like I said, if it was only a mile away, I'm not utterly surprised.
Not only that,
It was probably
by
already
the
here then.
time They found it a mile away. You know,
It was probably already been here.
infested some livestock. They just hadn't shown the symptoms yet.
Yeah. We had already eradicated this fucking New World screwworm once. You know, now it's going to come out to be like, we're going to be new fucking orders that say your dog has to be checked for that before it leaves too. You know, every time I go to Costa Rica with her, it's like, God damn it. Hey everyone, I'm at work, but I want to say hi in case you're not on when I get home. Well, we are here until 11 o'clock right now. We just had a train, was at a level 7 at 29%, 44 T1 subs, 5,300 bits. So we're here till at least 11, Miss April. It's good to see you. Kazi says, there's definitely something wrong with my phone. I can't Google any over 18 content at all now. 100 bits on him. Maybe they put a restriction on it. Sounds like maybe you accidentally turned on parental controls in your fucking phone. That's what it sounds like to me. All right, Anna, see you when you get back. Check your parental controls on the network, Kazi. Maybe you accidentally turned them on in your sleep or something. You know, anything's fucking possible. You know, I've seen weirder shit happen to phones. So, Jelly, welcome, and thank you for resubscribing and a tier 1, a paid sub on your 25th month. I appreciate that, and welcome in. Okay, then I'll be on after work. We look forward to it, Miss April. Have a wonderful evening, or stick around if you can. That'd be great, you know. So 6 is here. Hey, Crystal.
Hi, 6.
I remember the ground cover called Texas Razor Wire. It's only a few inches tall and spreads fast. Don't get tangled up in it because it'll slice your ankles and legs. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I don't know what it is, but we have that stuff here. It's called what's that shit that crawls everywhere?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The leaves all over the place. The green shit that climbs up trees all over the ground. What is that? I don't remember.
Are you talking about what's on our house?
No.
Oh, I was about to say that's Carolina Creeper.
No, it starts with a C, I think. All the green stuff, it's all over the fucking place. It's everywhere. It spreads like wildfire.
Are you talking about blackberries? I don't
No,
know. I'm kinda
no.
lost.
You call it out all the time. It's the stupid stuff that just, it spreads. It's everywhere. The green fucking shit, it's on the ground level. It spreads everywhere.
But we have quite a lot of stuff that does that.
You talk
I
about
don't
it all
really
the time.
know. You want to grab me a piece?
No, but you talk about it all the time. Now you don't know what it is. Okay, never mind. Welcome in, Rich. Good to see you. God knows I'm taking it to the shop tomorrow. Let them sort it out. Well, you can. You can. Make sure it's not a kudzu. Thank you. Yeah, kudzu.
Yeah,
that
okay.
shit.
We don't have it here in our
No,
yard.
but we have it everywhere. Like in this fucking, like it's everywhere.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, that's what I was
kudzu.
talking about. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it off the top of my head for whatever reason.
Kudzu is actually the reason that it gets out of hand here is because it's not native, so there's nothing but that beats it down.
It's everywhere.
It actually, you can make a tea out of it. I've heard that the other recipes are disgusting, but you can make a tea out of it that is fairly decent taste wise, and it repels you from wanting alcohol. Like, even if you smell alcohol, it'll turn your stomach. Like, you can't
Interesting.
even be around it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. I just couldn't remember the stupid name of it for whatever reason. I have so many things going on in my head. Yeah, it's everywhere in your hometown too.
I
Yeah,
thought you were
it's
talking
everywhere
about
here.
something that was in our yard. I
No,
was thinking.
I said it's that green shit that covers everywhere. Like it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm thinking in terms of the yard.
No,
you
we
didn't
got some
say,
fucking
like,
vine on our
down
house.
the
I don't know what it is. I thought it was
highways.
poison ivy at first till I looked at it. It's not. It's 4-leaf, not 3. So
Carolina Creeper.
yeah, Carolina Creeper. But yeah, that kudzu, man, that shit's fucking. Oh my god, it's so fucking destructive. Everywhere you fucking look, kudzu, 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 kudzu. It's like, oh my god, it's on the side of the road. It's when they clear it, they have to come in. They fucking mow it down and shit. It's fucking nuts. I have mint growing wild in my yard. That shit is invasive. I have onions growing wild in my yard. Lots of them. As a matter of fact, every time they cut the grass, that's all you smell for like an hour is onions.
Yeah, those are native though.
No, I know that.
That's what it's supposed to be, but mint is definitely invasive. Another
I
good
say I
thing,
grow mint, so that's funny.
Another good thing about kudzu, it is actually the best thing to weave baskets out of.
Oh, I didn't know that. No shit, really. So it's got a use finally.
Oh no, it's got several uses.
That's good to know. Oh yeah, Kylie's coming to visit me in the fall. We're working out dates. Hey, that's fucking awesome. I love that for you. That's fucking awesome. Work it out, girlies. By then she'll be engaged to get married, Kylie. But hey, you know, y'all can still go out and have a good time.
As if it would be any different right now.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, it's all good. But yeah, that kudzu shit, man, that shit is fucking really fucking terrible. Or really single. I doubt it.
Are
Almond
you
milk is
trying to
good.
jinx
Thanks for
yourself?
recommendations. You're welcome, Kazi. I'm glad it worked out for you. We're gonna do hot girl shit. Hey, have at it. Have fun. Do your thing. Do your thing. You know, definitely. You know, yeah, Canada in the fall. Hard pass. Hard fucking pass from this girl. Sorry, ladies. Glad you're doing it without me in the fall. It's too cold for me. I like to stay warm and toasty.
Kylie, your roster is getting very busy, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. We're still going to work out a Tuesday for her to fucking make it to fucking Carowinds, or at least a Monday. One of these coming up. I know you said next month you got some Mondays free or something. Anyway, we'll figure that out. You know, I'll tell you, I had a good time with the Carowinds on Monday. It was fun. You know, Crystal and I have done a lot this week together. It was nice to spend the time together. It really was.
Yeah, it was.
You know, and then the movie. We went to that movie premiere. We had a great time doing that too. You know. Just we got to hang out before the movie, sit down and chat, just shoot the shit. We got to talk on the way there, we got to talk on the way back. I mean, it's good. You know, you think living together we could spend all this fucking time together, but you really can't.
Well,
You know,
you're
it's-
always busy. I'm always busy.
That's
We've
what I'm
always
saying,
got
you
other
know?
things on our minds, but it's nice to break off and just concentrate on each other.
That's
once in a
just it. It was
while.
nice to do something by ourselves. I mean, we left the kids at home. Like, see you later, guys. We're out. You know, we dropped off one over at Dad's and said, we're out of here. You know, no kids that day. And that was like, great. Can't wait to do it again. You know, can't wait to go again and have a kid-free day. It's
the
nice.
next time we do that is when we go with Kylie.
Probably, yeah.
What you doing this Tuesday?
We're busy on Tuesday.
We are.
We haven't rescheduled anything yet for a Tuesday. We need to give them notice. Like, you can't just, let's do it right now, you know? Looking forward to being kid-free tomorrow. No idea what to do. Girl, I can think of a million things.
Honey,
Don't you have a
You
brand new
just
toy
got a
you
new
just
toy.
invested in? Right? I was just thinking
you
that.
know what you're gonna do on Tuesday.
That's
or
what I'm
tomorrow.
saying.
You know what you're doing tomorrow.
Did you not just invest in a really nice toy? Girl, I can think of a million things to do when I'm not kid-free. Or when I'm kid-free, rather. When I'm not kid-free, I can think of a million things to do, too. Don't worry. You know? They just all involve fucking watching kids all day. You know? What you gonna do? Deal with it, I guess. But you got young kids, Kazi, so that's gonna be nice to get a day off from that, you know? The whining and the crying and the bitching and the moaning and the whatever. I mean, all our kids are, old enough to feed themselves, take themselves to bed.
That's what I'm talking
do
about.
all of that.
Cozy.
Couple glasses of wine. That's what I'm saying. 6 is like, don't masturbate the day away. Get out and do something.
Mind your own business.
Yeah, mind your business, girl. Who's talking to you?
The fuck.
I mean, I agree with you. Get out and do something too, but I mean, she's got a new toy she can invest in. That poor girl, she's hurting. We know this already. Let her rub the day away. Let her do it. It's cool. It's down. Trust me. She'll be tired after the first or second one anyway. It's all my business, hoes. I love that. Melody is super clingy at the moment. I can't even shit in peace. Hey, girlie, you had the kids. What can I tell you? I remember those days. Thank God they're gone. I'm sure you do too. Thank God they're gone.
Now we just have animals that don't let us go to the bathroom in peace.
I know. My dog comes in the bathroom, jumps on my fucking legs. The cats do the same thing. Like if I'm on the toilet peeing or whatever, the cat will come in. He runs between my legs like a figure eight. It's like, oh my God, can I just pee in fucking peace, dude? Like the fuck.
No.
And then he'll look up and he goes,
Apparently not.
meow. And then he'll start rubbing on his legs again. And then he'll stop and go, meow, meow. Okay, honey, I'll pick you up. Fine. It's crazy shit. That's what happened to me yesterday, too. It's like, fuck, man. I suggest a few names Kazi wants it to sting when she pees, but they're all in Canada. Well, you can maybe always try to get her to Canada. I don't know if she has a passport or not, but you can try to get her there. Yeah, I'm all set with stinging and peeing. I'm all set with that. I hate that shit. That's the worst. I haven't had a
It's a lot of fun
UTI
getting
yet.
there, though.
It's a lot of fun getting there, but I haven't had a UTI yet. But, even the after sex part, that sucks, man. God, I hate the sting. It's like, oh, God, that hurts for a second. I have a passport. I'm game, says Kazi. That's it. Leave Michael at home. Well, there you go. See, Kaz, maybe you can work it out to get to Canada with 6 and Kylie and have a great day out. Bring your English butt over to fucking Canada. Teach them all how to have a crazy accent. And then leave. Or not. Anyway, how was your day today?
That was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Mine was
played
aight.
with numbers all day, so
Ugh,
that
hate
was
numbers.
my day.
When he abuses it so bad, it feels like hell to pee. Oh, I feel that, girlie. She does the same thing. Trust me. It's no better. Kazi would be deceased if she was with Kylie and I for a week. Now you might fucking do her some good. I could show you how the Brits drink. I don't know, girlie. Kylie and 6 are like professional drinkers. I'm not sure you can show her how to drink, sweetheart. I promise you, those two can hold their liquor. And liquor. See what I did there? That was great. But seriously, no, like Kylie and 6 can definitely hold their liquor cause. There will be no doubt in that fact, I promise. Like for Kylie, drinking is a fucking hobby. For 6, it's a fucking part-time job. So,
9 shots in and a THC gummy. Oh,
that's
my
what I'm
Lord.
saying. So I said it's like a hobby for Kylie and a fucking part-time job for fucking 6. So, honey, sweetie, trust me, they'll keep up with you. What'd you do today, Crystal? You're always so busy. I don't do it often, but I do it well. Right. Part-time job.
I have a lot of financial anxiety. So one thing that kind of helps me is
Plays
I
with numbers.
play with the numbers and kind of see my way out. you
Right.
know?
Right. What do the gummy do? They're like pot gummies, THC, or Delta 8 or 9. I don't know. Are they legal pot legal in North Carolina, Kylie? I don't even know. You're unlocking a wild side me I never knew existed, says Kazi. Well, that's why I said spend a week with Six and Kazi. You'll be like a whole new woman. You'll never go back to England. You'll be like fucking renouncing your English fucking membership. Trust me.
It's a membership?
Yeah.
I guess it kind of is.
I don't know, but I buy it. So you don't know what it is, but you buy it? Do you buy it at a store? Or do you buy it from somebody? Now I need to know.
I would think there you could buy it from the store.
Well, you buy it here from the store, so what's the difference?
Oh, I definitely wouldn't be buying that.
No, but you know as well as I do, I can buy Delta 9 all
9.
fucking day long.
I would
You know?
not be buying
It's THC and Delta. I get it from the
bullshit.
dispensary. Oh, okay. So you have it. So it must be legal up there in New Hampshire, in North Carolina then. New Hampshire. North Carolina then, because fucking you're buying it from a dispensary. I love this stream, says Kazi. Well, we love you too, girly. We love you too. Six says, well, you can buy shrooms in a store here, but apparently they aren't legal. I don't get it.
Do you know what is
There's got to be a
legal?
workaround for it. It has to be.
Do you know what is legal in all 50 states? To possess pot seeds. It's illegal to germinate them and grow them, but it's legal to have them.
Yep.
In November, that's supposed to be changing.
Yep. Kylie says, it's funny how someone who lives in the United States don't have to have a passport to go to Alaska, but you need one to go there, driving from Canada while driving a car. This is true. However, if your plane stops for a flight in Canada, which it wouldn't do anyway, then yes, you would need a passport. But no, it doesn't stop. It's a one-way flight, so that's not really that funny. It makes sense. You don't need a passport to go to Hawaii either, but you can't drive there either. So, and that's all the way down by fucking Japan, So, I mean, realistically, it makes sense, Zoe. You need a passport to cross into Canada, right? To get on the road that takes you to Alaska, and you need a passport to get back in from said road. It's not that funny. To me, anyway. Oh, great. A bunch of seeds. Sounds like a blast. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can have the seeds, but you can't germinate or grow them. Go figure. Not really, Zoe. We could drive to France, but you need a passport. 14-hour drive away. Yeah, exactly. You can drive all over the place. France, Germany, Switzerland. You can drive to fucking Italy. You can drive any way you want in fucking Europe. Like, literally, however long it takes you to get there, that's a whole nother fucking story. But you can pretty much drive anywhere in Europe, from Europe. So it's really not that funny, Zoe. There was a point at one point where you just needed a license to get into Mexico. I used to do that all the time until finally they said, well, now you need a passport to go into Mexico. So you can't even go to Mexicali anymore without a passport card or a passport. I've been to Mexicali and Tijuana quite a few times.
Now you
With
need
just a driver's
passport to go to
license.
Canada.
You used to be able to go to Canada with just a driver's license too. Now you can't do that anymore either. So, 14-hour drive. I don't fancy to drive. Well, Kylie fancies some dick though. Of course you do. Is your dick on its way? Did you DoorDash it? Is it coming?
Dick on demand?
Well, she's 9 shots in and a gummy, so she says she needed a man. So I would hope that she DoorDashed one. It should be on its way soon, yeah. Or Grubhub, whatever. I mean, whatever works for you. He'll be here at 10. All right. Well, you get an hour and 16 minutes to go. God, the damage you can do in an hour and 16 minutes. Whew. Yikes, scoops. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, so that must be pretty cool because, like, for me, Kazi, like, I would take a train or something. I'd be like, if I lived in England, I'd go to France. I'd go to, Ireland, Germany, Scotland. I'd go all over the fucking place because you can drive there. Fuck, you guys can actually even drive to the African continent if you drive fucking far enough. That's true. They can drive to Russia. They can drive to fucking China if they wanted to. Just a long ass fucking road. So you're kind of on that side of the continent, Kazi, where you could literally travel from one end to the other. You could go all the way to fucking China if you wanted to. Although I don't recommend going through the Middle Eastern countries. I don't recommend it. Just saying. I've been to France. Okay, gonna hold out until mine starts acting right. Did you have a discussion with yours, like I suggested?
I am so lost.
She's mad at him because he's starting to act like jealous or whatever. It's his fucking insecurities. It's not jealousy. It's his fucking insecurities. So I told her, why don't you just have a fucking conversation with him and tell him right now you're not going anywhere and that our relationship is secure. And of course you haven't had it. So you're going to just be like, okay, well, fuck you.
I disagree with you about it being insecurity.
It's
think,
insecurities. I'm
Are
telling
you
you it's
sure?
insecurity. Yes, I'm positive.
because
Coming from
I'm thinking
somebody had to live that way, it's insecurities.
I'm thinking that quite possibly he could be thinking, all right, this is it. You know, pretty much a done deal.
No, I don't think so.
And, it's a possession thing.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think it's insecurities. He's just an average guy. 6 is beautiful. I think it's insecurities. I'm telling you.
I have to be honest. In both cases, I think I would have kicked him to the curb.
Well, but that's you, you know? I mean, that's not 6. She's in love with him. And so
I don't.
you really ought to talk to
I
him.
don't think that I could do it.
Maybe he's nervous about the proposal. I don't think 6 is confident whether that proposal is coming. I think she assumes it's coming 22 days. But we'll see, you know? I told him to bring a friend. He said, good, I'm going to have a great night. Oh, my God, Kylie. Jesus Christ. I don't know how you do it, girlie. I got enough love for one gal. You know? I don't have any more than that. I don't like sharing. You know? I'm a selfish bitch. I don't like to share. It's bad enough should I ever get with man, I have to share. And I'm okay with that one time. You know? 50-50 on that one. Kylie is also running a train, right? Well, again, 6. I'd say have a chat, but it's your life. Do what you want. You know that. I support you, whatever. I'm always on your side. You know this. So I think he suffers from insecurities.
I would say maybe have a chat with him and try to get to the bottom of it.
That's
and
what
also,
I told her.
Also, let him know that it's not too late for you to back out.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
go your own separate way. I would be very clear on that one.
Me too. I'm gonna run and pee real quick. You need anything over the house?
No, I'm good.
All right, I'll be right back.
Definitely feels like insecurity to you. Yeah, the most dangerous men are insecure. And either they learn how to handle it and get past it or they don't. But the most dangerous men, they're dangerous because they're insecure. They feel inadequate for one reason or another. That's a red flag. And yeah, maybe I should say that. Yeah. She knows not to ask me for advice because I'm going to tell her to leave him. I mean, he has a slight chance to redeem himself and get over his shit. But hey, you were single and fine when you met him. For things to change that suddenly, at this stage in your relationship, I'd be leery of it. I'm too independent. I like time with Michael, but God, I need my space too. Maybe that's why I'm awake all night, because all day I'm with kids. Have a nap. Then Michael gets home at 5. He goes to bed at 10 p.m. Then I just come here for my me time. Yeah, I'm somewhat of a cunt. I really am. Because pretty much everybody else in the past, it'd be like, are we not fucking? I'm going home. Be like, am I getting late in the morning? Well, then I'm not spending the night, or you're not spending the night. Time for you to go. I don't know. Run from insecure and jealous, controlling man. Absolutely, Pink Panther. I would maybe give him a chance to redeem himself, but I'd lay it the fuck out there. I'd be like, look, you have absolutely no right to act this way. I'm not a possession. I am not here to fix all the wrongs that have ever happened to you in the past. I'm not here to rebuild your ego. So you need to figure it the fuck out. Yeah, it's just weird shit. Like, he's insecure that I'm spending the day with my ex-husband. I haven't seen him in 2 years, and it's our daughter's graduation. What the fuck am I supposed to say to that? That's what it is. Oh boy. I would tell them if he's not man enough to feel like he can hold his own when you're not apart for a few hours, maybe he's not man enough for you. I would say, think about that. Call me and let me know what you've decided. And I would just let it go at that. I swear to God, I wouldn't put up with that shit. Tell him to cry a river and sail down it. Hey, Tiffany. It's also the new doctor at work that's youngish and nice that ruffled him up too. You fucking for real. It's very off character for him. I would nip that shit in the butt one way or another. Because if he's acting like that now, how is he going to act when you actually do get engaged? How is he going to act when you've been married a couple of years? Isn't a bit of jealousy healthy? I mean, at least he cares. No, Kazi. Jealousy and possessiveness is not healthy on any level. It's not. It's dangerous. It's not sweet. It's not cute. There's nothing okay about it. Kylie says, I still say he cheated. Now he is insecure. Projecting. I don't know. I would say it would be more important to get him to stop the behavior or decide to move on than it would be to find out if he cheated or not. Yeah. If a man tried telling me what to do, I'd say, see that road? Take it, goodbye. See it, never. I gotcha. Yeah, this is something that is not going to be enhanced by time. You know what I mean? You need to figure out how he's going to behave with this to figure out how much time you're going to put in it. You see what I'm saying? Because you can look back, like if it's not going to work, then all that time with him you have wasted. That is years, minutes, seconds of your life that has been wasted. So you owe it to yourself to have that discussion with him and see how he reacts and figure out whether you're going to entertain him anymore or not. Because time is slipping away from you. It doesn't feel wasted. I still enjoyed it. But if it continues like this, it would be wasted time, yeah. Yeah, because this is not going to get better on its own. This behavior is going to get worse as time goes on. And I would say in this situation that you're dealing with right here, the behavior is more concerning than why he's doing it. There are a million really nice guys out there. There are a million men who say all the things they're supposed to say, do all the things that they're supposed to do, And most of them have expectations. I'm not entertaining anybody's expectations. You know, I'm sorry to be cold about it, but that's not worth your time, honey. And I don't even care about having a man. I actually fought every instinct I have very hard to let him be a part of my life. I know you did. And at times I wondered why on earth you were going against your instincts. They're there for a reason. So being single isn't going to hurt me. No, because then you don't have to deal with it. You can still do whatever you want. Obviously, you can still get laid if you're single. You don't have to be attached to anybody. But yeah, it honestly sounds to me like he's going to expect you to protect his masculinity, his ego. He's not a secure man. No. Kylie tells Six, you better tell him that just because your best friend online lives in North Carolina, she has Delta rewards. And Six says, not the Delta rewards. She'll use them. Oh my God. Yeah, I'd say he's on very thin ice, and I would let him know. Thor Slaying Gamer, thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know. I'm a very cold bitch. I mean, it's a miracle that Lexi and I wound up together. It really is. Oh my God, Kylie. And you'll do it again tonight, right? Oh, you have the little banner across the top. 14 more new subs to go. 86 out of 100. So we've almost made the sub goal again. We just need 14. And then I guess it restarts again? I don't know. Well, they're just going to have a conversation amongst themselves. Tiffany from Canada says, you and Lexi are the sweetest people. Y'all are adorable together. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, listen, 2 nights in a row, not likely. Not likely at all. You can't do 2 nights either. Yeah, I'm just not that big of a drinker. I mean, it sounds like fun. And I forget like half the time to do it. But then when I do it, I'm not doing it twice. Not in a row. It's going to be a little while. Yeah, Crystal, I'm with you. I got to have a chat and get it settled one way or the other. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think this is going to be any more endearing as time goes on. I really don't. Takes me a week to get over one night. Yeah, and I only had one drink. So. And I did hydrate, and I did take ibuprofen before I went to sleep. So, I mean, I did all the things I was supposed to do. I've been drinking water all day. So, I didn't have any bad effects from it. Definitely a little tipsy last night. I know I was much more talkative than I normally am. So, there's that. If I drink one night, the next night, I'm like, yuck, I can't stomach it. Yeah. That's just too much. The way that I do it, it's like a special event when I do drink. So I'm good with that. Drink more Crystal, peer pressure. Tell you what, I will drink when we go to the parks. So apparently we can't do it this Tuesday. And we can't do it next Tuesday for obvious reasons. If you can't figure it out, I'll tell you why. Another time. But the Tuesday after that, we can. I used to drink milk before I'd go out drinking. Milk, really? Does that help? I'm really not happy about the idea of drinking milk. But then when I have an iced coffee, it has a lot of half and half in it. So it's kind of hypocritical. Can't figure out why. Will you tell me? Well, it's because I have things that I have to monitor every couple of weeks. So every couple of weeks, I need to keep my thinking cap on. Hayla Jufli. Juflu? Yeah, I figured that you'd figure it out, Six. I get feeling go, but I wouldn't get drunk and feel fine the next day. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Maybe I'll have to give that a try at some point.
What's that?
Drinking milk before drinking for the night.
Why?
Rochelle said that she would do that before she drank. And she'd feel good, but she wouldn't get drunk and she'd feel fine the next day.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Mary says, oh yes, Crystal, you were more talkative. Talking about peeing in the chair was funny. Yeah, well, she needed to get back here.
God forbid I take 5 minutes to myself and just not come back for a few minutes. Once in a great while, I take a break. They're rare, but I do take them. Yesterday, I just needed a few minutes break. That's all.
I had to pee so bad, though.
If I had known that, I would have let you go first. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Next time, just say something. Hey, listen, I had to go pee. Let me go first. Because just like now, I took like a 10-minute break. It's just I needed a break. You sit in this fucking room all day. It's nice to take a break. Tiffany, welcome in. Good to see you. Six says drinking milk before booze seems like a proper way to puke curds. I was thinking the same thing, but Rochelle actually makes a lot of sense when you say it because you're actually coating your stomach when you drink milk. So if you actually do it and maybe drink a few hours later, you'll probably actually not end up throwing up.
And
it makes sense.
Another thing that you want to do before you drink is have a good meal. I always do that. Always.
Yeah, you're pretty good about that.
And then I'll snack on something while I'm drinking and make sure I drink a lot of water too. So.
Yeah, you're pretty good about that. Kazi says drinking milk for alcohol can modestly slow the rate in which the alcohol absorbs into your bloodstream. Exactly, but it will not keep you sober or prevent a hangover. No, I mean, it can. It's really your hangover depends on how you drink, and not everybody hangs over. Not everybody gets that way. Like for me, as long as I have a couple of Tylenol and Motrin before I go to bed, I'm not going to wake up with a hangover. Just drink some water and a few Tylenol and you're good to go.
Just stay hydrated. Make sure you hydrate the morning after and have either Tylenol or ibuprofen, something.
Yeah, exactly. Lexi, you got stories. Crystal had a great story. So I've always got stories. I've always got stories to tell, Recharging yourself is good. I agree. It's nice just to step away every once in a while for a few fucking minutes, you know? 6 says, I always have a good meal before drinking too. Few saltines and I'm off. It's not
Oh,
quite the great
6.
meal, but okay.
Yeah, that's gonna catch up to your ass.
LeJew
And
says,
soon.
I feel like diaries are always good, but maybe not to this point. Or dairies, you mean? Sorry. Well, I mean, depends, I guess. Like I said, I understand the reason behind it. You know, because it coats your fucking stomach. Like, I totally fucking get it. And to me, that seems to make perfect fucking sense. You know, but that's me anyway. So, let me see. My Gmawa, 92, she said, chug a beer before bed, no hangover. Next day, it's a fact. I don't know if I'm going to chug a beer before I go to bed. If I'm drunk, I'm not going to chug a beer because
I
that's going to want to make
be
me
in the
puke.
mood.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Exactly. You know, if I'm getting a hangover, it's because I drank too much fucking wine. That's typically my hangovers.
And didn't hydrate enough.
And didn't hydrate, right. I hang out bumhole for a week after one night. I feel that. I eat air and drink, says Kylie. Okay, solid breath of air and we're okay, says 6. All right.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That will catch up with you one day.
It does. As you get older, it catches up there, ladies.
Yeah, and I was smart enough to do all the things when I was a teenager in drinking. So I am not about to forego those now.
Yeah, no shit. Wake up hangover, just crank down a Bloody Mary, you'll be okay. No, you won't, because you're just making it worse with a Bloody Mary. You're just re-alcoholing yourself, you know?
Maybe if you have a couple of sliders and some bacon and all of that in your Bloody Mary, which honestly I would love. But
Right? I only drink once a month, so I'm all good, Sakazi. Yeah, I don't drink very much either. I could, I'd hurl, I'd be sicker than a devil, says Tiffany. I'm with you on that one. Rochelle goes, everybody's different. It worked for me and maybe not for anyone else. That's true, but I'd be willing to bet you the theory behind it is it's a solid theory, Rochelle. It really is. You know? Wine is full of very bad chemicals, too. Depends on what you're drinking for wine there, sweetheart. You know, it really depends on what you're drinking for wine.
actually, it's really healthy to have a glass of wine. A day.
Yeah, it really depends on the wine for you, whatever you're drinking, but it's really not full of chemicals. Most wine is natural ingredients. Typically, you know, there's some yeast, sugar, grapes, maybe not grapes, you know, whatever it's made out of. Could be muscadine, could be dandelions, could be whatever. But I haven't really owned wine to have a lot of chemicals in it. It hurts your brain of most people because it's you know, you don't realize how potent wine can be. And so a lot of people drink a lot of it. Yeah, wine is full of sugar, LeJuve. Full of it. Absolutely full of sugar, yes. Sugar, yeast, grapes, or in this particular case, let's say you use grapes to make the wine. But yeah, sugar, lots of it. That's what you get the sweetness out of. Like, I like a good wine, like a Manischewitz wine, which is really fucking good, but it's super, super sweet depending on what you want. You can get right up there. I think the sweet scale goes to 7 if I'm not wrong. I like a good 5 or 6. So I used to work in a pub. I'd never drink the day before work because I can't cope with the smell of alcohol the next day. That's interesting. Coyote says, I'm 33, don't drink at all. It scares me because I have puke phobia. Well,
And you have a name, Coyote Ugly.
Fuck's sake, I've shrunk Lexi's school jumpers. Uh-oh. They're $70 by. Wow. The chemicals are into the treatments on the plants. In France, we don't add sugar, though. Okay, well, that's very possible that you don't. You just don't have a sweet wine, that's all. But, you know, the chemicals on the plants, you wash the plants before you hopefully use them, I would hope. You know? Never understand why puking phobia feels better than puking when you need to. Nothing. Honest to God, you know what, 6? I don't like puking. I don't want to throw up. Ever. You know? Ever. So I kind of have to disagree with you on that. It's not something I enjoy doing. So, you know, every time I have to do it, I'm a little scared what's coming up, you know? So I have to agree with Kazi, though. I think I'd rather puke than actually feeling sick. So
Sometimes when you feel like you have to throw up, you do it and you're fine afterwards. So.
yeah, sometimes it takes me a bit to get there, too. No, says LeJuve. Well, like I said, I didn't know that wine had really a whole bunch of chemicals in it that I'm aware of. The stuff I try to drink is made rather naturally, I hope. It's not washed. It's all broken. All the juice would go out. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. You're getting all the grapes and stuff before you ever use them. They don't get broken until you start the process. You know what I'm saying? I really hope somebody would fucking hose them down or rinse them, or they go through a rinsing machine or something before that happens. You know? Because if they're not doing that, that's just fucking scary. You know? That's fucking scary. Be the last time I ever buy a fucking wine from France, because I know here that shit's fucking cleaned up. Nothing worse than feeling like you're on a spinning boat, not able to throw up. I've been there.
The worst I've ever felt was Goldschlager. Having to take shot after shot of Goldschlager.
Mine would have been
in
McGillicuddy's.
honor of people, so I couldn't even turn it down. That was terrible.
Mine would have
Oh
been
my
Dr.
God.
McGillicuddy's. Oh my God. I did like fucking 20 shots of that one night. Oh God, I was so sick. And I hated the taste of fucking mint. And to this day, I still can't smell Dr. McGillicuddy's.
My God, mine lasted days, and I was like, "When is this gonna go away?" I kept trying to eat and just process it out. Yeah, when you poop out all the gold, apparently, I was like, "What? What?"
Would you do me a favor, run in the house, grab me a couple Tylenol? I'd appreciate that. I got a little headache. Worst was with my sister, 4 bottles of wine and a door I couldn't get through because it was moving onto the ceiling. Oh, one of those deals. Yikes. I'm never drinking wine again. Girl, I had a fucking bottle of Moscato right here. Right here. Still sitting here. Still fucking sitting here. I bought this bottle, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. Haven't even cracked it. Look, haven't even cracked the top. That's how often I drink. I swear to God, I bought this bottle fucking maybe 6 or 7 months ago, and I haven't even cracked it yet. So this is Sparkling Moscato Rosé Astoria. So, yeah, 7% alcohol. That's pretty good. Sweet Italian sparkling wine. Now, I don't typically like white wine, or even stuff like this. But this stuff isn't bad, and it's good when you want to get hammered really quick. I just don't drink much. That's all. I live 10 meters away from a field of grapevines. Process not the French way to do it. We have better regulation on chemicals than yours. Well, apparently not if you're not at least rinsing them, Lejouf, you know? Welcome back, Taylor. 17 years. My brother worked there. Everything is scandalous in wine industry. I'm sure it is. Thank you. I'm sure it is. But the fact you guys don't wash them, you say better regulation here, you have to wash that shit. You know? When's the party? There isn't one. I was showing. Speaking of which, did you bring your bottle out?
No.
Oh, I was just curious you brought it back out. I was just showing a bottle of wine that I had, and I think I bought it like 6 months ago. Still sitting there, completely sealed. I was stuck in the living room chair with vomit all over myself because I could not find the door. I was stuck for 4 hours, according to Michael. My sister was laying in the bathroom spinning too. Oh, that's rough. We learned our lesson that night. Don't drink wine together. Yeah, so Crystal doesn't typically drink wine. Once in a great while she will, you know, but it's fucking rare. It's very rare for her to drink it. She hasn't taken any histamine before she even comes close to it. But I've had some interesting drunk times on wine, let me tell you.
It's just not my favorite. It just makes me feel bad. Even while drinking it,
It's fair. I don't feel that way on wine. Doesn't make me feel bad, thankfully. Whew. But, you know, that's really my thing, you know. It is what it is. Can't wash grapes, take it mechanically because the machine breaks the skin of fruits. I would believe that's possibly true, yeah. I would think a lot of people hand pick. You guys don't hand pick over there? Like, you don't pick your bundles?
I mean, I guess not.
That seems odd to me. You think you'd want to just hand pick them. Yes, you have, says Rochelle. Yeah, I know, right? You guys get to see that one night. What's Crystal's fancy? She's Jack and Coke. She was actually drinking yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you not know? Maybe you weren't here yesterday, but she was drinking yesterday while she was
I
here.
had my Gray Skull Castle.
And your popcorn,
I
and
filled
peanuts,
it with,
and
Jack
not
and
peanuts,
Coke.
M&Ms.
Yep.
Worst thing was we drank Michael's wine. He said, don't do it. Did not listen. It was red wine, but it was like drinking oil. It was strong wine too. Said we'd be ill. He didn't lie. Yeah, I want to make my own wine. I assure you I'll be rinsing my grapes first. But I want to make my own wine. And I used to see how my dad made it, and there'll be sugar put into it, and it'll be potent. I promise that. It's going to ferment for a while. Handpick is very expensive. Well, I'd rather pay the expense than not, because at least I'm not getting the chemicals, you know? Yeah, I was, and she was. Okay. Welcome in Destiny. I made my own cider. I've never made cider. I've never even made wine. You know, my dad used to make wine when I was younger. But I've never made it myself, but I'd really like to, you know, I'd really like to make it myself and see if I can produce something halfway decent. So, and I know what I want for a wine. So like, you know, I like red wine. It's always a thing. I want something that's sweet and strong at the same time. My father's was sweet. It was like drinking fucking Kool-Aid, but it was so fucking potent. One glass would have you fucking pretty fucking good. So, first one I made was violet, tasted like acid.
Yeah, that's pretty typical.
That's probably typical of people to start doing shit like that too. You know, I'm not sure how I'd do well either faring, but I certainly want to try it. We're doing all right, Taylor. I mean, it is what it is. You know, never heard of grapevine. It can survive without crazy chemicals outside. Well, I didn't say people didn't use them. I mean, I'm just saying I hope people are rinsing them. You know, I don't know what people use for pesticides here, if any. But, you know,
we have grapevines that grow wild.
We do.
And you don't
Lots of
have
them.
to like treat them or anything.
yeah, we have muscadines and grapes and stuff out here that grow fucking wild on their own. But, I mean, I don't know, LeJouf, you know.
Oh,
I was
we've got
stupid
lots of
drunk off a little
blackberries,
bit, though.
too. I've been picking them.
I watched a
Eating
guy
them.
the other day on the side of the road by the underpass. He was picking blackberries. Like, I didn't even know we had them there. I'm
I've
like,
been
oh,
picking
shit.
them right out of the side of our yard.
Yeah, I know we have them.
But you
Good
can
night,
make
Tammy.
Wine out of that too,
You can. Yeah, blackberry wine.
and the elderberries you can make wine out of that.
The Monsanto and, of course, use pesticides as water. Yeah, Monsanto, yeah. Pretty fucking popular here. You ever tried moonshine? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to have a neighbor in Arizona that made apple cinnamon moonshine. It was quite potent. So, yeah. You too, Tammy. As we do, just a bit less. Yeah, the Monsanto has really taken over a lot of shit. That's a whole other fucking discussion for another day. You know what I mean? So I decided, and Crystal's been throwing me a few of these. I didn't see any today though. But I decided that like I'm gonna start doing a couple of like "Am I the Asshole" type stuff on TikTok. But I do have an "Am I the Asshole" that was removed. Look at that, removed by moderator. I wish I had gotten it beforehand. Thank you, Wishes and Thors, both for the 100 biddies, guys. I appreciate that. So let me see what else I got here. So this one kind of applies to Pride Month because it is Pride Month, and unfortunately it was removed. It is what it is. It sucks. I kind of really wanted to do that one. And thank you, Pink Panther, for the 100 biddies. Let me see. Must have another one, right? I'm sure you sent me like 4 or 5 of them.
Flash warning: if you're sensitive to flashing lights, turn your phone over and put it down.
Fuck it, we'll start here. That's where I'm at.
Didn't even go through a cooldown.
All right, Lynn Spears coming in with 100 biddies as well, taking us level 1 to 40% at 437. No, the last train started over an hour ago.
Thankful for that, it's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into
All right,
heaven,
guys, level
yeah.
1, 40%.
Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly.
Whoa.
You fit me, tailor-made, love how you put it on.
I hate when that happens.
The only key know how to turn it on. The way you nibble on my ear, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el.
All right, guys, looking at level 1 at 40% at 356 to go. 1,200 bits or 3 subs. Takes it off to level 2.
100.
cosas al oído para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo en las paredes de tu
No worries, Taylor. No worries. Take your
y hacer
time.
de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Si te pido un beso, vendámelo. Yo sé que estás pensándolo. Llevo tiempo intentándolo. Mami, estoy dando y dándolo. Sabe que tu corazón conmigo te hace bam bam. Sabe que esa beba está buscando de mi bam bam. Me pruebas de mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero ver cuánto amor a ti te cabe. Yo no tengo prisa, yo me
I'll
quiero
cue it up if we have time.
Empezamos lento, después salvaje. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, veo que eres malicia con delicadeza. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo.
Well, if you guys can flip it to level 2 wishes, you can get it.
Despacito, quiero
Alrighty, folks. Level 1. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. 40%. Last call.
te acuerdes si no estás conmigo.
1,200 bits or 3 subs.
Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo en las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu
Labarito.
grito.
Wishes coming in with 100 biddies. Thank you again, Wishes. The 45% at 148, level 1.
A mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos.
Celtic Mary coming out with her 86 tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, Celtic Mary. To 70% at 1 minute 30 seconds, level 1. Looking for 2 subs or 600 bits.
There's 8 subs to go to hit our goal.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando
Wishes and
poquito a
dreams tier.
Hasta provocar tus
X100.
gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Despacito.
Alrighty, guys. 52 seconds to go. 2 subs, 600 bits.
We are three in between, cast down as sons of war, strung to the earth like lightning round this world we're torn. We won't count the pain.
Jen to keeper coming in with 175% at 18 seconds, level 1. Thank you, Jen.
We know our wings are flown. We're born to death in heaven and down alone in hell. We
Jason Pikachu. X100.
We scream, we shout, we are the fallen angels. We scream, we shout, oh, oh. To those who sing alone, no need to feel the sorrow. We scream, we shout, oh, we are the fallen angels.
Alrighty, guys. That was a really great attempt. We do appreciate it. Level 1 didn't even cross over to number 2. However, level 1, 75%, 1 tier 1 sub, and 1,000 biddies. I mean, if you guys want to pop a midnight, you do have the opportunity to do it at some point. You can have another train in an hour if you guys really want one. So, it's really not a big deal. The first train we had came in at a level 7 at 29%. I think we were about, if I'm not mistaken, we were somewhere around 5,500 bits shy of that 12 o'clock. So just so everybody knows. Anyway, thank you to Jen Zakipa, Celtic Mary Wishes, Lynn Spears, Taylor Pink Panther Wishes, and thanks for the bits there a little while ago. Thor Slayer Gaming. I appreciate that very much. So
Thank you.
anyway, so yeah, Crystal had sent me some In by the Assholes the other day, and I kind of wanted to play a few of them, but it seems like they've all been fucking deleted by their people. I think the last one was this one that got deleted too,
They generally, most of the time, they do get deleted.
which is crazy.
After a few hours or a day.
Yeah, that
so-
seems crazy to me. You know. Oh, I wanted to show you this. So you know, back in the day, 5 years ago, Crystal and I were looking for a sperm donor because, back then I couldn't do it because I was already sterile. So it was what it was. Good night, Bougie. Good luck. Hopefully things go well for you. Yeah, no horn, sweetie. Sorry. 1,000 bits or 5 tier 1 subs usually get you a horn. And so we were looking for a sperm donor, and I actually got an email the other day from a gentleman. Sorry if you found somebody, if you're looking for a donor, healthy, disease-free man who's already, had, multiple success or whatever. And I thought it was cute. I came across it. I wanted to share that with you. And I'm thinking 5 fucking years later, like, damn,
we wouldn't be able to do anything with it now.
Not now, no. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, well, he's about a day late and 5 years too long. So yeah, cool with that. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys just so you know. I thought it was funny. Could you do it all over again? No, I don't think I could at this point. Kazi, 5 years ago would have been different. Crystal and I actually talked about that the other day. What would have happened if we had a kid? We'd have roughly around a 5-year-old, 4.5, 5-year-old running around at this point. And it's like starting fucking all over again. And, 5 years into my transition, I think I'm kind of glad that we didn't, as much as I would have liked to have had one between Crystal and I. Crystal, we're both getting older. Crystal would have been, 65 or 6. I think 68 we had figured. I think it was around 68 we had figured that she would have been by the time the kid hit 18 years old, and I would have been around 65. And, Crystal had older parents, and we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to take that chance that we wouldn't be around for our kids, so we stopped. We said, fuck it. And we pulled away because, she started menopause. And at that point, it's like, well, we're just not going to try. We're not even going to try to
It's
turn
just
the
not
clock
gonna
back.
happen.
So we're going to stop. And we didn't.
I have to say,
Ended up being good.
I'm kind of glad because I don't think that I would have been very present.
I'm not sorry
at
that it didn't happen.
At that age, I don't think that I would have been the present, involved parent.
I think you would have been a great parent despite, because it would
I would have looked for
hit.
reasons to get out of the house. I
don't
don't
know.
think that would have helped you that much.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you're right. But I think between us, being mine and us together, I think it would have hit different. Maybe. I don't know. But, good thing I guess we didn't. So, Vato comments, welcome up. Kazi says, I know it's hard. 11 years between my kids. I'm finding it harder the second time. I wish I kind of had them around the same time. My kids are 4 years apart exactly. All of my kids are 4 years apart. From my oldest son to my daughter to my youngest, they are exactly just about 4 years apart. That was done intentionally, to make sure that the kids were at least out of diapers and out of fucking aggravation, so we weren't doing 2 at the same time, and so we figured 4 years was a good age, and that's what we did. So
Yeah, I preferred to have them all very close together.
That's
and
okay,
I
too.
always said that when I was done, I was going to be done. Yeah, if I had one in the meantime that was off the diapers and not breastfeeding, I would have been like, no, I'm good.
yeah, I feel that. I do. Rachel, welcome back. We're here till 11. Six says, I can't even begin to understand why you'd want to. Well, you would have had to be me and be in my head, Six, to understand it. You know,
She had really bad baby fever.
big time when I started my transition. It was big time. It was bad. You know, I wanted the opportunity to be able to breastfeed a child and just kind of be the parent, you know, get to experience things that I didn't do. So, and you know, around then that would have been a commensurate to what we really had. I mean, we would have had a 10-year-old at the time, and I mean, a 9-year-old, and so I mean, it really wouldn't have been that bad at the time. Children 18 means you're selfless. They always come first, and if you have time and resources for you once taken care of, then you get the crumbs. Yeah, listen, even when they're over 18, they still come first, sweetheart. You'll figure that out when they get older. They still come first. Trust me. You'll do anything for your kids, even if they're older. At least Chris was honest about the situation and how it would have been. Well, I
know
mean,
that's how it would
that's
have been.
exactly it. You know,
I have no doubt because I spent over 20 years straight breastfeeding,
That was a lot.
birthing and everything else, and I pushed too far past my limit as it was, and I don't think I would have been a very attentive parent at
Hard to-
this
hard to
stage in
say.
life.
hard to say, but you're probably right. Jeff Foxworthy got 2 going out, 2 coming in. Well, it doesn't matter. He's got the money. Doesn't matter. Those kids are probably nanny raised, if I'm guessing. I had 6 kids. My oldest is 50. My youngest is 32. Wow.
I have quite an age range there.
Ah, really? 2A for more children, says Pink Panther. Well, I mean, it wasn't at the time. It was something that we had decided we were both going to do, you know, so it was what it was. I had still had a teenager at the time, and she had some younger ones at the time, too. It wasn't the end of the world for us.
But when we discussed it, I was going to be more like the dad.
Yeah.
She was going to be more like the mom. Like, I wasn't going to breastfeed her or anything.
Yeah.
She was going to do that.
That would be my job. And we had already talked to our doctors about it and things like that. Like, we had a plan. So, tried to breastfeed it so hard, says Kazi. I'm sure. 6 says, LOL, can't speak on the over 18 yet, but I'm sure you're correct. Oh, yeah. There'll be a time that your kids will always come first, 6. Always.
And
You'll
they're
never.
always going to come for your wallet.
Oh, yes. Even in their 30s, they still come for your wallet. You'll find that. You'll make sure your kids are never homeless, that they always have a place to go, that, if they need something, you'll be there to take care of it. I promise you. I'm still in my kids' wallets, or they're still in my wallets. I have a 30-year-old, a 26, 27-year-old. I have a 23-year-old here soon in October, and they're all still in my wallet. So, hey, lady, sorry about Miss Wilson tonight. No, that's fine, Jen. I mean, we get it. Some people have lives. We totally understand that. It's okay. Welcome in. Heather, good to see you too. Yeah, like I said, so you'll figure it out, 6. Even after 18, they still come first. You find yourself being very selfless for your children, and I have no problem being selfless for mine, and neither does she. We give up a lot for our kids, and I'm okay with it.
I will say, though, you go a lot further than I'm comfortable with.
Well,
Yeah, you do.
to an extent, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Because what I view as helping them to grow up, you don't view it the same way.
I do not. No. 6 says it's true. I've needed my parents maybe once or twice in my 30s, but they always came through. I needed them a lot in my 20s. Yeah, exactly. I needed my mom a lot in my 20s, so I get it. My mom was there, saved my ass a few times. You know what I mean? But at least I threw down bids. First train, I got that done. You sure did, girlie. You sure did. I even gave you a horn because you came in on the conductor for that one. So I feel like any good parent feels that way. I would willingly starve if I give my children my last bite of food, adult child or not. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely,
The
But
hard
Crystal's
part-
right. There comes a point where you need to say,
the-
hey, listen, time to grow up a
hard
bit,
part is being okay with them being uncomfortable, not starving, not homeless, but uncomfortable so that they learn to do better for themselves. That's the hard part.
I've never needed my mom because she's a cunt, says Kazi. Fair enough. My dad wasn't eating hardly at all before I moved in. He lost sons away from not eating. I moved in, fattened him up. We help each other. There you go. Yeah, look at you go, Jen. I mean, you got the horn. I think it was. I think you came in at around 2,000 bits on that one. I don't quite remember, but I think it was around 2,000 bits, and that's great. But yeah, I mean, you find yourself doing for your kids a lot, and there's really nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just one of those things. You know, they're your fucking kids, and so when you love your kids, you love your kids. That's about all I can say. You know. I didn't play that one yet, though. But we'll get to that one in a second. This one I think was a dud, so we'll probably delete that one. I'm not mistaken. Where'd that go? And I think they were all like that, so I think you're probably right.
The
Yeah.
Am I the Assholes? They're very fleeting. People
sure they
want
are.
to take those off before somebody they know recognizes them. So if you don't go through it right away,
Well, I didn't have time to go through it right away on those. It just wasn't in the cards that particular time. So that's all. Is what it was. So I got another one I came across a little while ago too myself. I thought this one was very interesting. We'll play that one shortly in a bit too. Let me see. I think that's it. Well, of course I've lowered it. That's kind of stupid. Ain't that something? Okay. We see, absolutely, I don't disagree. Crystal's correct. I gladly admit I'm not the best mom when it comes to that. Tough parenting, I'm weak. I'm the same way. You know, I'm the same way. You know, I'm okay with being tough, but it's tough to a certain extent. You know? Kazi says I wouldn't piss on my mom if she was on fire, to be honest, but that's just me. That's fair. You know, that's the way you feel about it. It is what you feel about it, you know? He does rent, electric. I do car payments, phone, internet, insurance, and food. Okay. Any more in Texas yet? I don't understand what you're asking me, Zoe. On Texas, what? As far as what is concerned? A little more context, maybe? Finally off work, says Heather Lynn, and had my hot shower. One of the big bosses came to me and asked me to do a job. Of course, I said yes, but holy shit, I didn't even know that one of the big bosses knew my name. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good night. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully the job was well worth doing and you got some recognition for it.
Apparently you were getting noticed. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
I mean, how you doing getting back to work? I know you just getting back to work here this last week. How you feeling after that? You know, overall, like, how do you feel? This is your first week back, right? So I think you said you started back on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How you feeling? Hopefully everything's going well and you're doing okay with it. You know? Being off for 6 weeks. Can you imagine being off for 6 weeks? Like, holy shit. Can't even imagine. I wouldn't know what to do with myself after 6 weeks of being off work, for anything for that matter. You know, I don't have that luxury of taking any time off. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to try to get some rest, sleep. I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, Kazi, we'll get some sleep, baby. You're
Good night.
entitled to it. So get some sleep. And, well, we're here if you can't sleep, at least for another hour and 19 minutes. Heather says, my first week back, and so far so good. Yeah, beside my feet and back now, and I have to work tomorrow, but so far so good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, you know, especially after being, you know, out for 6 weeks because of your hysterectomy or whatever and whatnot. But hopefully you get yourself in a pair of shoes quicker than not. You know, otherwise your feet are going to suffer and your back will too. So make sure you get that shit fixed, you know. Rachel said my boss wrote a reference letter for me to get in a nursing program. Well, I mean, you've been in it for a while now, so that's a good
Yeah.
thing. I'm glad they were able to do that for you. You know, it's always nice when you get your boss to do something for you instead of you having to do for them. So, need two more of my coworkers are all pitching in. There you go. I thought you were already in a nursing program, weren't you?
Well, progressing through the education, you know.
New shoes, hopefully in a few weeks. Good. Yeah, make sure you focus on that. You know, if you're
I'm
going to be
sorry,
on
it's
your
gonna
feet,
take a few weeks to get them, though.
yeah, if you're going to do anything with your feet, girly, your feet are important. So make sure you take care of them, and your back's important too. Good posture with your shoes is a plus. So about the about the coworkers, they got into a massive heated argument on Tuesday. They rated each other out.
Ratted.
Ratted each other out. Now the boss is in a pissy. Well,
Oh,
that
boy.
happens. Hopefully you stayed out of that argument and he's not up your ass, you know. Checking in and see if anything else Greg has done to F up Texas more than it already has. Well, I mean, I'm not constantly staring at
Shouldn't
Texas
you
news,
be
Zoe.
more on top of that than us?
Yeah, it sounds like you should be more
You
on top of
live
that.
in Texas.
I live in South Carolina. I can almost tell you what's going on here. So, anyway, that's a hard article to read. Most Americans support brands that back pride and politicians who oppose anti-LGBTQ attacks. 68% of registered voters agree that companies have a right to show their support for the LGBTQ, which is crazy because there's an LGBTQ organization in fucking California that has to file bankruptcy because of lack of support this year. That sucks. Almost all my prereqs about done. Just got anatomy and physiology 1 and 2 left. I took AP in 1 and 2. I took those to become a tattoo artist. I stayed away from that crap. I got enough bullshit to deal with. I feel that, Jen. I do.
Smart.
I also had to take a bloodborne pathogen course along with that anatomy and physiology, though, Rachel. Only going to take a few weeks because of me being off work. Oh, makes sense. Disability checks, being a little money, and my husband has been footing all the bills. So now that I'm back to work, it takes a few checks to help with things. Of course. I'm just telling you, don't ignore your feet, sweetie. You know, I don't care if you support here or whatever. Get your feet figured out. Worry about me later, okay?
What a marvelous day.
Work to the girl who needs Oh, goody. See, look at that. Problem gets solved. All by itself, or did you help with that one? You know? Of course, they switched up the test. No more T's. What the fuck? Now it's Wonderlic SLE. Oh, well. There's obviously a reason they switched it up. Too many people cheating or whatever the case was. There's obviously a reason. You know? I'll run in again. I gotta pee. I drank a lot of water today. I'll be right back. That's like my fourth
It's
bottle
not
of
a
water.
bad thing.
No, I'm just saying it's like my fourth bottle of water.
Not a bad thing at all. No, she was leaving. I thought it was July 3rd, but it was actually June 3rd. Hey, that works out well for you, fucker. Sometimes things work in your favor. That's all I can say. That party she invited everyone but me to was actually her going away party. There you go. And you didn't make a stink over it, so yeah, everybody's going to forget about her because she's moved on and you're fine. Yeah. I think that is going to work really well for you. I'm just hoping this ultrasound that I have to do on Monday doesn't show I have a blood clot or an infection, because if I do, then I'm back off work again. So we'll see. Hopefully everything's fine. Oh God. Yeah, I hope everything's doing good. Probably since Florida had problems with the nursing programs. Oh. Imagine Florida having problems with any of the medical industry. I can see Sig saying, bye, Felicia. Yep. Those fucking nurses are mean bitches. underappreciated and worn the fuck out. That's what nurses are. Especially in a place like Florida. Oh my God. It's crazy. Not at your work? At hospitals, yes, absolutely. Well, there's a big difference between having a job like in a hospital or having a job in a clinic or like a doctor's office, even. I mean, it's not the same. You're kind of fucked if you work in a hospital and you're a nurse. Minderella, thank you. Subscribing 1 month at a tier 1. But you have been subscribed for 17 months. Well, thank you for resubscribing. Oh, for sure. Hospitals versus private clinic medical spa is night and day. Yep. So anyone else get sick when using the AC too much, or is it just me? Because since I've started using it, I'm now sick as a dog. Is it a window unit? Maybe it needs to be cleaned. It might have mold in it. I mean, that's why even like the central units, you're supposed to have them serviced once a year. Your vehicle. It probably needs to be cleaned. I had a nurse tell me to calm down when I was having my first ever anaphylaxis. Oh my God, how do you calm down when you can't fucking breathe? Nurses are overworked and underpaid. Yeah, they are. I'm thinking there there could be mold growing in there. She gets sick every time she uses the air conditioner in her vehicle. I'm thinking there must be mold or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Rachel makes a great point. Check your cabin air filter if you've got one. Otherwise, like, have you had any issues when anything's ever gotten wet in there?
No, I have to go pee. I'll be back.
That's fine. Have you had any of that where your car's gotten wet at all, sweetie? I noticed somebody calm down when I was having my first ever anaphylaxis. Like, what the fuck? Okay, well, that sucks. Nurses overwork and underpaid. True. I don't use AC. Sorry, I'd have to be rich. My house is big, and it's like $500 a month to keep this bitch even bearable in the summer. I feel you. I got it cleaned and a new filter. Okay, so if you got the interior cleaned and you have a new cabin air filter, but it makes you sick, maybe there's something in your car that's kind of coming up off the floors, maybe. You know, that seems odd. I use the AC in my car all the fucking time. You know, I don't use air conditioning in the house, but I do use it in the car. And this building's air conditioned, but other than that, like, don't really use it much. But if you're having an issue in your car, it sounds like you've got mold or something in there. That the AC might be kicking up on you. So have you like had the carpets cleaned and things like that? Something's bothering you in that car. What? I have no idea. So, sounds like there's some mold somewhere in your car. Cleaned or not. But I'm kind of with Rachel on this one. I think something's definitely up. For sure. No doubt. So, I know we talk about a religion a lot here. And getting it detailed on the 15th. Well, detailed, unless they pull the inside of your car apart, you're not really going to figure that out. Unfortunately. You know what I mean? That's one of those things where, like, they're really going to have to tear your car apart to figure that out. So I hope that whatever it is, you get it fixed. Could it be a condenser? No, it couldn't be. The condenser has nothing to do with the car. Could be mold on the heater core, but more than likely that's not the issue either. But there could be mold at the bottom of the box, the AC box. That's possible. So, I'll take it in Toyota. Yeah, you probably should if you're having issues with it. So, yeah, your condenser, Rachel's on the outside of your car, so it's got nothing to do with your car itself. It's on the outside, typically in front of your radiator, so it's got nothing to do with the AC. I mean, as far as inside the car is concerned. So I would have them check like maybe the bottom of the heater box or something. Maybe there's something in there that's pulling in, because, you do get condensation in there every now and again, and that's a good possibility. So maybe it's turned into mold if it hasn't been cleaned. I don't know. You'd have to look into it. And Minderella, thank you for resubscribing 5 minutes ago to Tier 1. Obviously, I didn't see her for whatever reason. You've been subscribed for 17 months, but you've been around, it seems to me, a lot longer than that. So, you've been following me since 2021. So that was, roughly when I first started, almost 50 months, 56, 57 months ago, whatever it is. So welcome in and thank you very much for resubscribing. I've been here, let me see, what are we at now? We're at 56 months, in 6 days or 7 days, it'll go up to 57 months. So in the 56 months I've been here, you've been following me pretty much for the most part of that. So I appreciate that. Welcome in. Long time no see. I hope you're well. Anyway, Jen, I would recommend taking it, having him check the airbox and stuff underneath the condenser by the blow motor and stuff like that. Now, that is something they can clean fairly easily by removing the blow motor in your car. You just pull the blow motor down from underneath the dash, and you can actually just get a rag in there and clean it out because it literally it's right in front of the heater core. So hopefully it's something stupid and simple like that. I had open heart surgery, so on the mend still. Oh, wow. I had no idea. How you feeling? It's good to have you back then. Thank God you're still with us. How are you and how you feeling? I haven't seen Lynn in a while. I hope she's doing all right. I know she comes and goes, but it's been a while since we've seen her. And I know she's got some hot issues too. Robin, right now you're the only mod I have. I don't know if you know that. Doing good, just hurting. I'm sure. I can't imagine open heart surgery as anything for the weak. You literally fucking cut your fucking sternum open, so I can't even imagine. So I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're doing well, and I'm sorry that you hurt, but at least you're here.
It is good to see you.
At least you're here, girly. So, do I have whose number? Lynn's number? No, I have an email for Lynn. So, I don't have everybody's number, Zoe. Not everybody. Yeah, that is the part that is hurting now, the sternum. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They cut from stem to stern all the way up to crack it open. I'm not really surprised. I certainly hope you get better soon. I can't imagine how that feels. Got you back. Thank you, Robin. It'll get better. My husband had open heart surgery a year ago, February.
How long ago was your surgery, Minderella?
No, that's fine, Zoe. I got a lot of people's numbers. I just don't have everybody's numbers, unfortunately. I wish that I did. I wish that I did because I'd read out to everybody and say, hey, where is everybody? Oh, wow, just recently. Wow, so 3/26/26. So what, April, May, June. Yeah, you're only 2.5 months, not even 2.5 months out of it. Yeah, she's just starting that fucking long-ass road. Well, thank God you're here. I'm guessing you probably had a valve or something done. Is that right? Open heart surgery, valve replacement, bypass. Just being nosy. You can say, fuck off, Lexi. But triple bypass. Well, certainly glad you're okay.
Yes.
And you're here. So I'm sure I can't even imagine how scary that must have been too, Same thing, my husband, triple bypass. Yeah, that just sounds fucking scary. Really fucking scary, That's like your heart, 2 heart attacks in 1 week. Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's intense. And what was the cause of the heart attacks? Popping in to say hi. Been a crazy day. That's all right, gamer chick. It's good to see you. I hope you're well today. I was just thinking about you a little while ago. I don't know why, but I was. I'm like, geez, I haven't seen gamer chick tonight. But it's good to see you. Welcome. Wow, I can't imagine. You know, I had one and a mild one in my, like, I was 33. I had that mild one. Man, I did not want another one. Arteries were blocked, all of them. Wow. I imagine that comes with some lifestyle changes and things like that for a triple bypass. Yeah, I would think. I would definitely think there's a lot of lifestyle changes happening in order to stay healthy. Because to have arteries blocked, I mean, your arteries are not small. Hey, Zoe Balls, welcome in. So, I'm glad you're okay, girlie. Welcome back. Just had a procedure Tuesday in my right leg for the arteries, like going the 18th from the left leg. It's the worst one. Wow. That seems pretty intense. That seems intense. When I was younger, I had a mild heart attack. I was 33 when I had it. And I went into the cath lab for it. And they went through my wrist for that particular one, this wrist in particular. They had prepped my groin just in case, but they were able to go through my wrist and do it. And that was interesting. You know, that was very interesting. Oh, we're just going to put you in a twilight. Yeah, they knocked my ass out. Maybe because I talk too much. But they knocked my ass out. I was happy to be out during that procedure anyway. Hey, Snuggles, welcome in. They went and in my groin. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know, if it's got to do with your legs, that makes sense, you know. They tried to do that and dissected one of my arteries.
Oh, Lord.
Yikes. Yeah, they were, I mean, I was young. I was in my 30s, you know. I was early 30s, 33, mid-30s, early 30s. What I say early. And they went in through my wrist, and it was interesting. It was very interesting. Scared the shit out of me, but, you know, back then I was working 18-hour days, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You know, I wasn't
Kept
taking
your
care of
stress
myself.
level up there,
My stress
didn't you?
level was through the roof. I was super overweight. Like, it was all kinds of things going on in my fucking body. You know, you wasn't knocked out. Oh, Jesus, that's scary. Because, you know, like I had, you know, the groin one is rough because, like, you know, when you get out of that, you got that 10-pound fucking sandbag on your fucking leg for like a whole day, you know, or until that thing fucking stops bleeding or whatever. And that's fucking scary because, you know, like, sandbag falls off, you're like, you're fucked. You're fucked. You will bleed to death in minutes, you know? I mean, that's fucking scary. So I was kind of happy they went through my wrist, and to stop the bleeding, they had this little thing that went over my wrist with like a little turnkey thing on it. And they turned it until it fucking stopped the bleeding. It was fucking pretty interesting. You weren't knocked out either. Yeah, I went out for mine. Grown man stopping mine. I am bruised from the groin halfway down my leg. I would absolutely believe that. You know, that's some scary shit. I'm glad you guys are okay, all of you. You know, I mean, I can't even imagine. You know, as you get older, you know, I mean, a triple bypass, that sounds like some scary shit. I really thought he was trying to break my pelvic bone, girl. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I bet you were.
God.
I bet you were, because he had all his fucking weight on it, didn't he? Pushing down as high as he could to stop that bleeding. It's fucking wild they do it that way. It's like, why don't they just fucking drop a stitch in there or something? You know what I mean? Why are you going to make it so goddamn difficult? Fucking drop a stitch, stop the bleeding. It's not that fucking hard, you know? At least I think, but for whatever reason, they want that shit to heal naturally. And it's like, why? You know, why not just put a stitch in it? It's great. Oh, I'm sure he did. Meanwhile, you're there panicking, right? I bet you were panicking too, which did not help. You know, you see a grown man fucking pushing down your groin on the artery, and he's got blood everywhere, and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fucking die. No, I get it. Yeah, I bet you fucking were. I bet you were. I'd have been scared to death. Holy shit. Heather says, I would never understand how we do precautionary scans for colon and other things. Why don't we do ultrasounds, echocardiograms, CAT scans? People find they have an issue when they have a heart attack. Well, I mean, that's why they check your blood, your cholesterol, your A1C, and things like that. That's what that's supposed to detect. You know, whether you have high cholesterol and, you know, things like that. Those types of tests determine whether or not you need something like that. So, I mean, I see what you're saying, but there's blood tests for that type of stuff. You know, at least I would assume. But yeah, I get it. You know, I mean, I had no idea that I was going to have a mild heart attack until I did. You know, I just did. I didn't expect it. It just did. You know, I was feeling nauseous that morning. Like I was pretty nauseous in the morning, but I'm like, it'll fucking go away because I'm always fucking nauseous in the morning. And then, you know, I felt kind of, you know, throughout the day, but I was still working and I walked out into the shop and I woke up not at the shop. They can test your blood to see if you're having a heart attack. Yeah. They check your enzyme levels. Yeah. You know, and if your enzymes don't detect it, then they'll do an echocardiogram at the same time. And it's crazy. 49 and I already have a battle scar on my chest. You're only 49. Jesus fucking Christ. Girl, I'm turning 49 in November. 49 in November. That is fucking scary. Like, holy shit. That's fucking scary. Yeah, I'll be 49 in fucking November. Just a few months away. You know, Crystal will be 53. I had one heart attack at 33. I never want another one. That one fucking hurt. My mom had mild high cholesterol, was on medication when she had her massive heart attack. I'd believe it.
I'm on that mildly high cholesterol and on medication.
Yep, you do, and you are. You know what's scary is women have different symptoms of heart attack than men too. That's scary to me. Well, the interesting thing is if I were to experience a heart attack, I would have symptoms of a woman. I wouldn't have them of a man anymore due to my hormone levels and my blood makeup. I had to ask about that myself because I was curious, and speaking to my doctor, I wouldn't have them like a man has them anymore. And I don't know really what to look for. So yeah, that's fucking scary. So I feel that. And I was really curious as to why, but apparently changing your hormone levels and, you know, things like that, and your blood and the way everything changes, you know, I'm not a male anymore. I mean, technically, chromosomally, sure, but physically, I'm really not, you know. It's freaking interesting as hell. I didn't know hormones change that. Well, hormones change a lot in your body. They change the brain chemistry. They change all kinds of things. So, and welcome in, by the way. It's good to see you, Annie. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I had to understand that as well because I didn't understand that. You know, people don't understand how complex transition truly is. It really is complex. It's not just take hormones and change your body. Everything in your body changes. Everything in your body changes. Rich says, I lost my mom to a heart attack. She was 50. I'm sorry to hear that, Rick. I'm sorry to hear that, Rich, for sure. I can't even imagine. You know, I lost my dad at 70. And I still don't know what the fuck he actually died of. You know, it wasn't a heart attack. I know that. He went into something to do with him not being able to drink, this, that, whatever. And I don't know. If he'd had a feeding tube, he'd still be alive today, I'm sure of it.
My dad had congestive heart failure, and for years he was preparing my mother and I. Years and years and years. And my mother passed away from cancer before he did.
Yep.
And it was still a shock when he passed away.
And he says, finally stopped breastfeeding, so much better for my mental health. Happy to be able to catch a show again. Well, it's certainly good to see you. I know we certainly haven't seen you in a while. So it's obviously very good to see you when we can. At least you're still coming. I mean, that's a good thing. You've been here a long time. I know that. God, I don't even know how long you've been here. Let me see. How long you've been here? Let's see. You've been with me since 2023. It's now 2026. So roughly almost 4 years, even though it shows you've only been sub for 17 months, but you haven't been here for almost ever. So it's not really all that surprising to see that.
I'll tell you what, going through menopause, that kind of set me free. I'm very happy.
And he says, my little gremlin has me going to bed so early lately. I don't catch the late night shows like I used to. Oh, yeah, I get that.
Get
We,
sleep while you can.
We start at 7 o'clock typically, Annie, and we end usually around 11 or 12. I love going until 12 too. We did a show last week. We were on until fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I think on a Sunday night of all things, we were on until 2 in the morning. Lisa had showed up and she kind of wanted to say, hey, let's play for a bit. And I was cool with that, but we ended up going off, I think, around 2 o'clock. And then I think we did the same thing the week before too. I think we did another fucking 2 a.m. Like, I mean, I'm happy to stay with you guys. You just got to get the trains. You know, I would rather
Always
stay
a
out
pleasant
here.
Surprise.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather stay out here until fucking 2 o'clock than go in the house at fucking 11. You know what I mean? So, you know, you guys got the opportunity in another 18 minutes or so to do another train if y'all want to stay till midnight or 1 or even 2 o'clock. I mean, I'm down. Y'all just got to be down with me. You know, I prepare every night to be out here till at least 2. You know, even though there are nights that it's not 2 o'clock, obviously, and it's 10 or 11 o'clock. You know, I certainly don't like 8 o'clock starts, and I certainly don't want to leave at 10 o'clock. I'd rather talk for a while. I feel like talking for an hour or two is a complete waste, and I just can't get everything off my chest that day, you know? So it's kind of crazy. I get it. But, you know, Annie, it's good to have you back. Minderella, it's good to have you back. I'm glad you're doing well. Turbo Kings, I wish you lots of luck next week when you go back again. You know, I can't even imagine like how you must have felt watching that man trying to stop the bleeding in your leg. You know, they had prepped my groin, and it was the weirdest thing. Back then, I still had my male genitals, you know. And for me, that would just be weird because I remember laying on the table. It was a flat, hard-ass fucking bed, too. And I remember laying on it, and, you know, they just kind of pulled my gurney up and everything, or my Johnny, whatever you want to call it, gown, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, they pulled it up, and here I am just kind of hanging out, you know, literally. And they're just, you know, shaving and prepping. I'm like, excuse me, I thought you guys were like going through my wrist. Oh, well, we're just prepping just in case going through your wrist doesn't work. Oh, we have to be more invasive. I'm like, oh, is that so? Is that so? You all didn't tell me that before, you know? So it was naturally nerve-wracking. I mean, not that I had sex in my brain at that particular time, but still, I mean,
It's going to happen whether you wanted it to or not.
that was kind of it. Yeah, that was kind of it. You know, it's nerve-wracking. It's even like when I went for my bottom surgery, you know, it's like they've got me on, you know, a surgical table. Y'all know what they look like. And, you know, they got my gown up. Everything's just kind of hanging out where they're strapping me to the fucking thing. It's like, you just can't keep me covered until we start. Like, you just have to hang it all out. Like, come on, man, really? You know? It's like, damn. Crazy shit. Now I just don't care. Go ahead, hang it out. Ain't nothing to hang. So have at it. Throw it all out. Expose it to the world. I don't care anymore. You know? Because I have the parts I want. You know? 24 wish brings back memories. Crystal, tell me how you survived menopause. I'm struggling so high, says wishes. Minderella's laughing at me. Thanks.
Well, I didn't have it like. I don't think I had it bad at all.
I don't really
I
think you
some
had it
hot
that bad.
flashes. I had like some temper tantrums, and yeah, I would.
I would say you
temper
definitely had some
tantrums.
fucking bitchiness.
Um,
No doubt.
But other than that, like normally everything was just fine. It wasn't too bad. But
She's still
then-
going through it. Don't let her fucking
then
fool
I
you.
had gone through the rise and the crash of all my hormones with all the kids and the breastfeeding, and it just took so fucking long.
Don't let her fool you. She still has hot flashes, and she still snaps at me sometimes when she doesn't mean to. Promise. She'll snap at me, and I'm like, excuse me, what the fuck did I do to be talked to like that? Absolutely fucking
Just
nothing.
returning energy.
No, you're not.
A lot of times,
No,
yeah, it's
no,
returning
no.
energy.
No, 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 no. Not even close, baby. Sorry, I
No.
love you, but no. No. Definitely not returning energy.
I'm still wearing a patch, yes.
Her time frame, well, she started about 49, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she started right around the time she turned 49. She didn't recently get on hormones until recently, about 4 months ago at this point, I think, right?
Yeah, and I'm still not sure about them, but I'm kind of going along with it.
Honestly, they've given her a lot more energy. You know, she seems to have a much more positive outlook, which is nice. And so I think it's helping her. But, I mean, she's her own person. So if she thinks it's helping, great. If not, that's fine too. But she's on progesterone and an estrogen patch.
Yeah, it's kind of like this.
They just give you progesterone and
They
call it a
kind
day.
of help me deal with the world that I'm in. They don't help me personally, but I would say they probably help me cope with the world around me, if that makes any sense.
I know that.
It's not for me, that's for you.
Whatever, you're still less bitchy. You know, whether it be me, the kids, whatever the situation is, doesn't matter.
Like I said,
She's
I don't know how much they
more
help me
pleasant to talk to.
personally. I feel worse personally, but it helps me cope with the world around me, if that makes any sense.
She's doing okay. I like the fact that she's out and doing things. I do like that. I don't know if I want to cry or rage. Either is possible. Oh, I feel like that all the time. I'm not even going through menopause. That's just my hormones. Sometimes I want to cry. Sometimes I want to rage. I feel that.
Eventually, it's going to even out. How long have you been going through it?
Last resort, going through the neck to do an IV or drop blood, or you can try between the toes. Yeah, that's an ultimate last resort, Zoe. An ultimate last resort. You know, they'll try to hydrate you first. I'm scared about HRT. I passed.
It definitely has its drawbacks.
It does. I'm thinking about HRT. Do you recommend it, Crystal? I would say talk to your doctor on that one because each person's different. And the other thing we found out is that they don't have two things they don't have. One, they don't have a regular dose of testosterone to give to a woman. I figured that out already talking to my gynecologist. And two, you said they don't have a specific dose prescribed typically for women. Is that correct?
What do you mean?
Well, they don't have like a regulated dose, more or
Of
less.
what?
Estrogen.
Oh, estrogen. Because I wanted like the smallest possible amount. I have a patch. That's the only way they could do it in the small amounts. And plus the fact that I'm a smoker, they did want to keep it at a smaller amount.
It's a dangerous
And
thing.
I had to have progesterone with it because I smoke. And because of my cholesterol, I had to have a pill for that as well. So there were a lot of stipulations on it. And as far as if I would recommend it or not, that depends on you and your life and the people around you. Like
Doctors,
I said,
blah, blah, blah.
the hormones are not for me personally. I would rather do without them. However, they do help me function in the world, so to speak. So
Night and day difference, folks. I mean that. Mindero says, I was actually laughing at you saying, let it all go. When I had my first heart attack, I was driving and I pulled over and took off my bra. Okay. When they gave me the nitro and aspirin in the ambulance, I apologized and told them I don't have 4 boobs because I unclasped my bra. I didn't give a damn. I don't fucking blame you, girlie. Nitro is like the worst shit in the world. Give me pounding fucking headache. Did you get the same result? Pounding fucking headache? Oh my fucking God. That shit was brutal. I was walking into the shop to tell a tech what to do. I was giving him a new job. I had a folder and keys is all I remember. I had a folder and keys and I was going to give it to the tech, say, please pull this in. And I know I was in the shop. I just don't know how far I got. So it was pretty scary. It was a really scary couple of days for me. I didn't really know what had happened until it did. So, but nitro, that shit gives me a pounding headache. I am fucking all kinds of all set with that. It's like asking Crystal how's life after starting the meds now. Yeah, more or less. I fear it's only the beginning, about a year. Yeah, you're just in the beginning of it then.
Yeah. I will put this out there. I've heard of getting on the hormone replacements too early as kind of dragging it out. So wait as long as you can before you start them.
She put it off like 4 years.
Yeah, talk
Long
to your
time.
doctor and kind of weigh the pros and cons. It's not an easy decision.
No, and she made it. I wasn't even there when she made it. We had talked about it, and she brought it up to her doctor, and they discussed it and figured out a good plan for her.
Ultimately, I wound up having to do it because I didn't have the energy to get out of my own way.
That was the problem.
So,
I think I would feel the same. The HRT would make me more pleasant for others whilst I suffer. Well, but that makes sense. But Crystal had no energy to do anything. Like, she didn't want to go anywhere. She wouldn't really do anything. She just had no energy, no motivation. Believe it or not, guys, our hormones are our motivation, our energy. Like, without estrogen for me, I don't have any motivation either.
I feel like if I'd had something to do, it would have been a little different. But I mean,
Well, you had stuff to do. You were doing lots of stuff. You just didn't really want to. You were doing lots of things, Crystal. You were cooking. You were doing this. You were doing that. You were doing things you enjoyed, but then you kind of just and gave up on it.
well, I mean, they aren't real high up on my list now.
No, they're not. But
So-
at least you're getting out and doing things. You go to the amusement park. You do this. You do that. I mean, we
Well,
go out and have
I'm
fun.
getting to do things that I'd like to do now.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, the reason that I didn't get out, there was just no reason to leave bed. If that makes any sense, there really wasn't.
And yeah, nitro sucks. Ubach, what is nitro? Nitroglycerin, the same ingredient in dynamite. Nitroglycerin, same ingredient in dynamite, given to patients for mild dose, very, very mild dose, given to patients to, if you have a heart attack, the nitro is supposed to open up your blood vessels and allow fucking blood flow very quickly, which is why you end up with a pounding headache. Anyway, wife Kylie, welcome in. I want the hormones now, but then take a step back, wait till then come back to the idea. You're going to be on hormones for the rest of your life, Zoe.
Be on a boomerang.
Ubach says, how did they know HRT was what she needed? I feel like if my doctor told me I was low energy, they just think I was depressed. How did you come to that conclusion, I guess, is my question.
Because it
A lot of
wasn't
talking.
depression. It wasn't depression. It was like
Sluggish.
I just didn't have the energy or the ambition to do a whole lot.
Yeah, she was very sluggish.
I mean, if I had things to do that, I wanted to do, I would have done them. It wouldn't have affected that, but it's kind of like, why should I even leave the bed?
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't come up with the Ubach. She did. I had no discussion in this. This was her complete decision on her own. We had talked about it a little bit, probably months prior, and that was, I left it alone. I said, okay, you don't want hormones? I get it. That's cool. I left it alone. It opens up your blood vessels to keep you from having a heart attack. Yep, sure does. That's why you get a pounding fucking headache. That shit sucks. I feel guilty about it. I know I have things to do and I don't want to complete them. I agree, Ziggy. The doctors push vitamins and antidepressants for other options. Well, typically that happens a lot, wishes, but that's where you have to advocate for yourself. It's important to talk to your doctors, and this goes for everybody out there. If you guys don't advocate for yourself, you go to the doctor and you just listen, like they go, oh, let me do this, and that, and you say nothing. That's on you.
I will say though, think long and hard. Like, is it depression or is it low energy?
Right.
Because a lot of people confuse the
them.
two, and they're not the same at all.
And so it's important, guys, to advocate for yourselves, for your doctors, no matter what the situation is, no matter what you're going through. My doctors, they wanted to put me on this, that, or whatever for my hip. I argue different. No, I need a solution. I don't need anything other than a solution. I don't want constant medicines. I need a solution. Let's fix it. Yes, it's the nuclear option, but I don't care. I'd rather be down for 6 months recovering from a hip surgery than fucking being on any more fucking medicine that I just don't want to take. I take more than I want to now. And it's kind of fucking crazy. I'm already on a blood pressure fucking med, and I'd rather figure out how to fix the fucking blood pressure problem. But for now, it's a good temporary fix until I solve the problem myself, which is why the doctor recommended me losing a little bit of weight. It will help with my blood pressure to bring down my fucking, A1C and all that crap too. It's going to help in the end. So I agreed with him, but I'm still scared to fucking try the shit.
Well, obviously, I know how to take care of my cholesterol and A1C and all that. It's stupid simple. It's like a no-brainer. But the problem that I had is the really big crash from everything else. Such a big change to my system. So I'm like teetering on should I do like a modified version of that again? Because it did work.
It did work.
And as far as the hormones, I mean, I could maybe have them like 4 days out of the week instead of 7 and kind of see how I feel there. But I'm not going to do that without my doctor.
Heather says, since I had my hysterectomy, these hot flashes are getting crazy. Did they take your ovaries too, Heather? It was complete. Minderella said, the only thing I take from my menopause is black cohosh, and that is cohosh, sorry.
It's good.
And that is my hot flashes. I've heard some
good.
natural solutions for that, yeah.
Nettle tea is actually good for that as well.
They say if you don't need it, that's when you get the headache. Well, that's a possibility, yeah. I mean, but even when I did, it still gave me a pounding fucking headache, Turbo Kings. That was the first thing they shoved underneath my fucking tongue, and then they did it again, on the way to the hospital. I remember that, and I still had a pounding headache from it. I had, like I said, it was mild. I had a couple of flip T waves. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that could happen to me right now, but it still wasn't a great thing to happen. Menopause and underactive thyroid is hell, says Pink. I can imagine those two probably don't sound very good. Your thyroid's pretty important, so that doesn't sound good at all, Pink. Yeah. Ubach says, so the doctor ran a bunch of labs and realized your estrogen was too low then?
Well, yeah, I mean,
we knew that already.
Menopausal, so
yeah, menopause, your hormones.
Yeah, they crash.
Tank, baby maker is empty. That's it. That's what happens in menopause.
No more spitting out eggs. You're done.
That's it. Tank is fucking empty. I never get a headache whenever I take it. I just figured it was true. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've had a pounding headache a couple times from it. And it's brutal. I had prescribed nitro. I don't have it anymore. Since I moved out of Arizona and whatever, I really haven't had any issues, and I'm having a bitch of a time getting my records from them. I've tried twice so far to get my records, from the hospital. Back then they did a system change apparently, and things got lost and fucked up, and I'm having a hard time fucking even obtaining it, even under my old name, I've tried twice so far, but they can't find it in the records. The last time I was on the phone with them for like 2 fucking hours. I got transferred to a couple of different people. I went to their IT, this, that, whatever, and I don't know. Things apparently, I guess, were very different back then. You're talking the early 2000s, so things were very different. Which says, I have been on many, many antidepressants, no change. That's why I wonder if it's hormonal.
Hormones can do an awful lot. They can.
Oh, for sure. Sounds to me like it's more hormonal if they're not doing anything with the antidepressants. Sounds to me, no, I'm not even going to say hormonal. I'm going to say sounds to me like it's something else. I just don't know what. And that's where it's important, which is that you advocate for yourself with your doctor and say, look, you've had me on X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, and go fuck yourself. But this is where I'm at and it's not working. So we need to try something else. That's why you have to advocate for yourself. I get a great doctor now that I love. He's fantastic. I advocate for myself, and he handles the situations that I have. It works. Advocation's important. You can't let your doctors dictate everything. Sometimes they're not always right too. I just hate the burning underneath your tongue and the way it makes you feel. Well, that's just it. Yeah, I wasn't noticed really a burning so much as like a stinging feeling. To me, it felt like a stinging sensation. I don't know if it was so much as a burning sensation. To me, it was a stinging type, like, wow, this really fucking sucks. Whatever. I mean, it was what it was. Glad it's over with. I mean, I'm now 48. You're talking, almost 20 years ago at this point. You know, what, 16 years I think at this point. So that's a long time ago. Doctor treats you, but what you tell them, a doctor can't treat you if you don't know what's going on. That's not necessarily true, Zoe. That is not necessarily true.
I mean, they can test your blood. They can test your urine. They can test all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, there's lots of tests they can run to figure out what the hell's going on with you. So that's not entirely true.
But yeah, you should always be honest so they have some idea where to start.
Yep. Minderella says, yeah, I have to carry nitro around. I said, what? I didn't get a new heart. Oh, nope, you sure did. But you get a nice little tiny bottle of nitro, didn't you? You have one of those little metal container things, keep around your fucking thing. I had to keep one of those I had it for a few years. And then, you know, the only time I ended up actually telling her about it, like I had completely forgot at that point that I had even had a heart attack at one point in my life. You know, it wasn't something that I really thought about. But when we had gone home, we were going through some of my things that my mother had managed to get out of the storage unit before I lost my storage unit. She had pulled out some of my things, and one of those was a little bottle of nitro. And it was kind of had my name, my old name and everything on it. And it was kind of oh shit, I totally forgot all about that. And she goes, oh, is that so? You know, it was like.
I was more stunned that she didn't have it with her. How do you put something like that in storage instead of keeping it
I
with
probably
you?
had a few bottles of it. That's the only reason it ended up like that. But yeah, I totally forgot all about it. Minderella was like, oh yeah, I forgot all, yeah, whatever. Then after I transitioned, I just didn't really give much thought to it, you know? Heather says, no, I still have my ovaries. They did blood work, find out I'm going through premenopause. My doctor thinks that's what it is. I guess it happens sometimes even with partial hysterectomy. I mean, I have no idea. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not even sure like if that was a thing. I would assume if you had your ovaries, they're doing their fucking job, which is the whole point of fucking leaving them. You know, you could be having hot flashes just because of what you've been through too. I mean, who knows? But hopefully they figure out whatever the hell is going on and run that blood work for you to figure it out. Because, God, I can't imagine what you're going through right now. No, it's not nitro, a tiny white pill in a brown bottle. That's a better description. Yeah, I carry a bottle. I may have a bottle present everywhere I go. Should say it is nitro. Right. Yeah. Well, it said nitro in my little brown bottle. And I forgot all about it. I made her throw it away. It was pointless at that point.
No,
It was
I'm still
expired
have it.
anyway, I think. You still have it? Jesus Christ.
I still have it.
I really thought you threw it away.
Actually, when my dad passed away, when I finally got into the house with him, he had opened the bottle and it was like all over him.
Oh, wow. Dustin Porter drunk on the beach. How's your weekend? I'm going good, Justin. I'm glad to see that you're on the beach and having a good night. Good to see you. Good night. Gonna crash. Medicated myself. Good night, Jen.
Good
Have
night.
a wonderful night, sweetheart. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, I didn't even know you still had it. I thought you threw it the fuck away already. I would have hoped you threw it away. I guess not.
Expired or not.
Oh, it's expired.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. But I mean, should something happen, at least I have that while we're waiting on the paramedics.
Just drive me to the hospital. It's closer.
If I could
Let's
get
not
you in
wait
the
on the
car-
paramedics. I mean, the hospital's 3
If-
minutes away.
If I could get you in the car, what if you can't move?
What if I can't? I guess you'll have to drag me. It is what it is, guys. Like, we're talking many, 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 many years ago, things I just don't think about. I mean, I was in my mid early 40s when I met Crystal. I was 42 when I met you. I was 42, I think, when I met Crystal. And, this had happened at that point 9 years before that. So it really wasn't something that I had even thought of, I had already been through fucking hell. That was the last thing that was even on my fucking mind, was like my past medical history, I don't know. Didn't really think much of it. Kind of weird, right? That's weird, right? No, it's not weird. I mean, we didn't really know each other. Like, at the time, I mean, we like prearranged marriage our
Yeah.
fucking selves. I mean, it
We
took me
hadn't
6
even
months to find
discussed
out her
my
parents
parents
didn't
at
even exist
all.
on this planet. 6 fucking months.
Yeah.
I had already married her.
Yep.
No idea about her fucking parents. That's how talkative Crystal was not. She didn't speak unless spoken to. Typically, She didn't just blah.
Unless I had something to say.
You know, a lot of women I know, they're just blah, 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 always talking, right? Not her.
It's never been me.
She is the quiet one, folks. Let me tell you. You know, if she's got something to say, though, she gonna fucking say it. But-
You can't stop me.
No, I can't. But if she ain't got something to fucking say, she ain't gonna shut up until it's out. And you better shut up and listen. One thing I've learned, shut the fuck up, Lexi, and just sit there and listen. That's all. Just listen. That's all you gotta do. It's gonna save you a whole bunch of aggravation later. You know? Because then she just gets pissed off if you don't listen. So you might as well just sit there and listen. Even if you don't want to hear it.
God help you if you finish my sentence.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So just let it go. Just listen. Like I said, you know, yeah, Crystal talks a lot here, but it's only because she has to. But typically,
There are times I don't talk that much here.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, we could go inside and I might say a couple of things that I had to say to Crystal, whatever, and we won't say anything to each other all night. She's got nothing to fucking say. I'm okay with that because I know Crystal. She's not ignoring me. I'm not ignoring her. It's just she got nothing to say. So fucking be it. That's a really nice shot, Justin. That's pretty. Yeah, no, I saw it. That's pretty. Why don't you ever invite me to go to the beach with you, asshole? What the fuck, man? Never invite me to the fucking beach, jerk. Jeez. Oh, sorry. That's Justin's view right now, asshole. Never invites me to go to the beach. No. You're with your parents. All right, I'll let it slide this time, Justin. Only because you're with your parents. I'll let it go. We're cool.
We can only go to the theme park on Mondays.
I know,
Possibly
right?
a Tuesday in the far, far future.
But I can
Yeah,
take my
you're-
laptop
you're
with me
gonna-
everywhere except for the fucking park.
Why can't you at the park?
Well, I mean, I could. I just don't have a place to plug in. I haven't found one yet. Let me find a place
we
to
have
plug
a
in.
whole VIP lounge
Oh, I suppose you're right.
and a patio if you don't want to be inside.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I guess I could do a stream from there if I wanted to. So I know I told you guys how my feet have been bothering me since going back to work, but that's because you don't have shitty shoes. Well, they're swollen and my legs are swelling. Probably going to call my doctor on Monday. Get back into the foot doctor. If your legs are swelling, you're not drinking enough water. There's a very good chance, Heather, you're not drinking enough water during the day. So try to. I've dealt with this on my own. Obviously, talk to your doctor, but there's a very good chance you're dehydrated. That's why you're swelling up and you have a lot of salt in your system. Get your feet up for the night if you can. Like, get them above your heart. Lay down, put your feet up. It'll help.
For me, I had an issue where I was drinking plenty
Beer 13, Jesus Christ.
of water, but I did not have enough salt in my system, and I was dehydrated because of that.
Yeah, maybe tell me that. She wasn't with me when that happened, but that was crazy to hear that.
Moving from Florida to here because it's so fucking dry here.
It's very dry here. I'm on beer 13, walking back to grab more. Oh, that's too much for me. When's Justin come back up to the studio? I have no idea. I'm not Justin. Justin's his own
Apparently
person.
Justin is at the beach right now,
Yeah.
and I don't blame
He's a little
him
fucking
for
far from
wanting
me
to
right
be at
now.
the fucking beach.
He's in fucking Florida. He's a bit far from me, Zoe.
I don't blame
It's not like a
him
2-hour drive. It's like a
for
10-hour
being
drive.
at the beach.
Oh, they're probably down by
rather than
Miami,
being
right?
In the studio.
Are you down by Miami, Justin? I almost called you Zoe. You're down by Miami. You're like fucking 14 hours away from me or some shit. Please take us to Carowinds. I'll consider it. I'll think about it. I started drinking water while at work. Should probably drink more. Yeah, so if you're dehydrated, Heather, that's and like I said, you have a high salt content, that can really make your legs swell quickly and your ankles and feet. So try to lay down and put your feet up. I used to have that problem all the time. Doctor told me I'm dehydrated, taking in too much salt. Obviously, consult your doctor. But in the meantime, drink lots of water and put your feet up. That's why I've been drinking a lot of water lately. You know, my salt intake hasn't been terrible, but I could still use fucking more water. Destin, Florida. Okay. 9 from you. We're in the Panhandle, 2.5 hours south of Montgomery. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's still a nice. So you're in the Gulf. You're not even on the fucking East Coast. You're on the West Coast of Florida. Still fucking beautiful. Yeah, you're in the Gulf then. Yeah, the Gulf. That's what I thought. Still a beautiful fucking shot. I mean, did you see that? Look at that. It's fucking beautiful. My God. You're right, though. The beaches do look a little different. Even in the dark, that beach looks a little different than what I'm used to. Alex and I are moving to the Gulf side of Florida, too. There you go. There you go. Oh, you got to hydrate. Thanks. Appreciate the hydrate. Crazy shit, man. Well, Justin, I'm glad you're having fun. That's a plus. So, yeah, Heather, like I said, talk to your doctor, obviously, you know, but in the meantime, just drink some water and try to get your feet up. If they don't go down, you better call somebody quick, you know, like 911. You're on the other side. I figured as much. I remember you mentioning something about that not that long ago. So, but yeah, I mean, Florida's a crazy place, you know. Black sesame seed makes my right ankle swell. The problem is I love it when I eat out sushi. Well, then don't eat it. I mean, that's really weird to make just one side swell. Why just one side, not both? I'm on beer 13, walking back to get more. Yeah, I don't know. You said that. You done said that already. Did you forget? Oh, my, Justin. When are you coming back up to the studio anyway? I keep trying to get Kylie down here. Christ. 6 can get her to go to Canada, and I can't even get her to drive fucking 2 hours. Jesus Christ.
Well, you know, maybe it would be possible if you actually nailed down the schedule.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, my schedule's pretty easy. It's her schedule that's different than mine. My schedule is easy Wednesday through Sunday. It's an easy schedule. Right? Everybody knows I'm here Wednesday through Sunday. Soon and LOL to 6. Yeah, exactly. Trying to figure that out, but my husband and doctors know that. That doesn't make any sense, Zoe. Only one ankle swells. That doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. So maybe it's just coincidental, I think. That's what it sounds like, more like to me. Crazy fucking shit, man. You got Turbo Kings fucking getting calf done on their legs or some shit. You got Mindarella with a fucking triple bypass coming in. Turbo King's husband had a triple bypass. Man, it's a night of fucking heart talk. Literally. Yeah, at work today, I had to sit down because my feet and legs hurt so bad. I actually got lightheaded and felt sick to my stomach. Went away after a few minutes, but yeah, I drink more water. Yeah, you should definitely drink more water. I mean, obviously you can drink too much water, but I mean, realistically, drink water. Be hydrated.
The only time that causes any issues is when you don't
Gulp
pee
it down
or
too
sweat.
fucking fast and don't pee, right? So, but yeah, I mean, you know, I've had my legs swell to the point where like they fucking hurt. Remember that one night? Like I sat down and like my legs were so swollen, my feet looked like little fucking bubbles. You know, it was particularly my left leg was way more swollen than my right, but it was still swollen, both of them. And it was just weird as fuck. And it hurt. It was painful to even like move my foot like up and down was fucking painful. I'm like, wow, this is way too bad. That's when I started thinking that like a lot of my medicines and stuff were causing me to swell. And that ended up being true. For a few of them, the Ramrod I was taking was helping. Gabapentin was making me fucking swell. And a few other things that were, you know, helping that along the way. And once I got off of those, I stopped swelling as bad, but I continued to swell. And it's because I wasn't drinking enough water and taking in too much salt.
You do really have to be careful not to get over medicated.
Yeah.
Because
I cut a
everything
bunch
you
of shit out.
take has a side effect. Every single, it doesn't matter what you take. You can take Tylenol.
I cut pretty much everything out except for like the major stuff that I needed. You know, I cut my antidepressants, I cut out my anti-anxieties, I cut out my even my fucking cholesterol meds got cut. Everything got fucking cut until I could figure out down to the basics what was causing it. And I had a feeling that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, I know this trick. So, well, I know this one, but my ring finger is substantially shorter, like substantially shorter
Mine are the same.
than the rest.
Mine are the same.
How do you figure?
This and this, they're exactly the same.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Look.
This
Fucking look.
finger is longer than this one.
Oh, this one and this one.
Oh, yeah, mine's shorter. Mine's shorter.
They're exactly the same.
Okay, so Zoe Balls brought this up as soon as I get through this last comment. Heather says, my right foot always hurts the worst, but I crushed my foot years ago, so that's why my right foot. Yeah, I can feel that. I broke my right one a while ago. A little bit of research saying, no, I saw it. My problem is I drink lots of pop. Yeah, it's my problem too, Heather. I got to cut back. So much hot, muscular, and big-breasted men and women walking around half naked. Just right up your alley. So Zoe brings this interesting thing up. She says, I have a question that could be interesting to ask the viewers. Put your left hand on the table or something flat. Listen up, guys. All you do this. Put your left hand on the table and something flat. Look at your index finger, which is your first finger, right? And your ring finger, which is your third finger. Which one is longer, or are they the same? Please tell me in the chat if you are cis or trans, male or female, and which is longer, ring, index, or both the same. Everybody understand? So now for me, I'm trans, right? My index finger is much shorter than my ring finger. Extremely short as opposed to my ring finger. Let's hear your
Cis
answers.
female, the exact same.
Oh, God, they really are short, even my left or right. Yeah, a little shorter.
Yeah.
So answer it up, folks. Let's hear it. Cis, same, female. So Pink Panther, same. Okay. Anybody else? Cis, middle finger is longer. I don't care about your middle finger. I care about your ring finger and your index finger. Female, index shorter. Okay. My index finger is shorter. I'm a cis female. Okay. Cis female, same. Trans, ring finger longer. Okay. Well, so your index finger is short. That's what I wanted to know. I want to know about your index, not your ring. Ring finger is ever so slightly longer. Okay. Minderella says same. Trans female, same length. Okay. So now that anybody else want to participate? Same size female. Okay. Anybody else? I'll give you guys a minute. There's a reason for this. And Zoe's right. I've actually done this research.
Your index is short.
Your index is short too. I've actually done this exact same thing. Sorry, index finger slightly longer. Okay. Cis, ring finger longer. Male or female wishes? You too, Kels. Cis, ring finger longer. Okay. So the reason she asked is that apparently men have a noticeably longer ring finger 97% of the time. Women have fingers of the same length 97% of the time. There are no definitive stats, but I'm wondering if trans women more often have female hands rather than male hands. So I would have female hands as opposed to male hands, and that's completely perfect. So while they're not the same, my index is considerably shorter. Definitely not longer. So,
Longer ring finger.
Longer ring finger, yeah. And it's weird, but yeah, mine's it's shorter. It's considerably shorter because I was born male. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. So that's interesting. Very interesting. But thank God we don't determine those to be the things. But my index is actually shorter than my ring. And yet I'm still trans female. So I guess there's really no definitive behind it, though. It doesn't really make much sense. Because Zoe, trans, ring finger longer, right? Zoe says same length, or the other Zoe. And then, there's a few women where the index finger is shorter, the ring finger is longer. So, I mean, there's really no definitive in any of
I would
this.
say it's a toss-up.
I'd say it's a toss-up. Men's ring finger is normally longer than women's.
It's
Apparently
too bad
so.
that we don't have more cis men.
Apparently so. Which is it's rather interesting though, because there's lots of cis females in here. Same thing, Right. So your ring finger is longer. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So how can that really be? I mean, Mary had it. Cindy had it. There was a couple others that had it. I don't think
seems
it's
like
much
a
of a
toss-up.
definitive. It's kind of a toss-up, I think, in your
Yeah.
hands. Because if you look, like, that's where I sit if my hand is flat.
Mine.
I'm not
the
considerably
same
shorter.
length.
Maybe an eighth of an inch shorter, but still shorter. So that's pretty wild. Interesting. I think it's a
the same
toss-up.
for me on either hand. They're the same length.
They are, yeah.
Middle finger's longer though.
My middle finger's longer for both. Fuck you all. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of definitively an oddity. Very interesting theory, Zoe, but I'm not sure it's proving because a lot of cis women in here have longer ring fingers than their index. We had quite a few. So let's see. We had cis female, same. Middle finger's longer. That's not the one I wanted. Female index, Cindy Lou, shorter. Heather Lynn, shorter. Runabout says it the same. Zoe says ring finger's longer. Cisco, and we see Snuggle said cis, ring finger longer, right? Trans female, same length, same size female. Index short, says Rochelle. Like mine is shorter too. So, I mean, sorry, index finger slightly shorter, says Kels. Most of the women in here have a slightly shorter index finger.
And my toes are the same.
Same thing for Wishes. Robin.
My toes
I'm
are
not sure that's definitive.
roughly the same configuration as my fingers.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's really like a definitive because it's a toss-up. It seems more people have a longer ring finger than an index finger. That's interesting. My reason for asking is maybe 3% of the people are not the norm. Does not mean maybe 3% people are trans, but actually don't know it. Maybe. It's an interesting theory, Zoe. People are trans but don't actually know it. Well, I think there's lots of people that are trans that don't actually know it because they've just given into whatever. Who has the second toe longer than the big toe? I'd have to look at my toes. I don't remember. However, I have a pinky toe that literally it dives underneath all my other toes, and I have a considerable gap between my big toe and my other toe.
Well, if that was your big toe, these two toes
Are
are
together.
the same length for me.
Yep. I don't know if any of my toes are the same length. I don't think I ever really stared at my feet long enough to know it.
And then, of course, the next one is a lot shorter. And
Although-
the pinky toe is much shorter than the rest of them.
Does any of you women out here, do you have a little hump right here or is it flat? So on your foot itself, do you have a bone that sticks out right here? Male or female, you can answer. Anybody have a bone that sticks out here?
Back
On
to
the
my
inside of your foot? Mine do that also, Lexi, little toe. Yeah, mine, she hides right under the rest of them, Rochelle. It's like, I don't want to be seen. Even when they do my, like, the pedicures, like, they have to, like, pull it apart. I'm just picking on you, baby. I love you. You have a bone that sticks up on your foot? Yeah, I think so. So she has a bone that sticks up on her foot, but it's very noticeable. And I've always, like, I've never really noticed that on anybody I've ever
I
been
thought it
with.
was
So
normal.
I don't have it.
Till she tells me your toes are weird, or your feet.
It wasn't
are
your
weird.
toes are weird. It was just that one spot in your fucking foot that
I
was
was
weird.
Like, what the hell?
And
she,
so-
she even called it deformed.
I did
was
not
like,
say deformed.
Yeah, you did. You were joking with
I
me.
was joking. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, you're not. I mean, you're all deformed anyway. Let's face it. But you're you. So what does it matter? But yeah. So I don't know. It's one of those weird things. I don't have that bone that sticks up in my foot. Mine's just flat. Show us just not your toes. That's a little hard for her to do. She's not that. I mean, she is that flexible, but not that flexible on stream. How's that? But no, I just didn't know if anybody else
I'm
had a
just
little
saying
bulge on
that
top
all
of their foot.
All of my bones come together at that one spot.
Yep. But she also has a fucking knot in her fucking up here, the palate of her mouth too, which is really interesting because it's a bone. Like she has, like if she had to wear dentures, like she'd have to have that removed, or she'd have to get implants. She's only a candidate for implants because of the shape of her mouth. Tell me that's not fucking wild. I never knew until she told me it was there. I didn't even realize it until she said something.
God's little gift, and
I couldn't stand
I
it.
don't even use it now.
Nope, you don't even use it. Take a pic. That sounds wild. I can't. I'm not going to take a pic. It's just she has a bone in the middle of her palate. It comes down and it's like it's a little ball. It's kind of wild. And thank God we got the water pick now because now she can blast any food to get stuck behind it or around it. You know, that was a problem for her for a while. So I have a bone that sticks out sideways from when I kicked a basketball. Half a second afterwards, I realized it was a medicine ball.
Oh.
Yeah, so a couple of years back, Zoe, rewind maybe into my early 30s. Well, mid 30s. I was like 36. And I got so fucking mad at somebody, I fucking kicked fucking a cone, but I kicked the bottom of it, like, and they had one of those big heavy fucking things on the bottom, and my foot fucking contacted that on top of my foot. Yeah, I had a fucking swelled foot for like months after that. It hurt so bad to walk on. I really fucked my foot up. That was messed up. Now, if I have my feet on, like my shoes on too long, and I have like my feet up, my feet will actually, well, that one foot actually starts hurting on the top of my foot to the point where I better take this fucking shoe off, or I'm gonna fucking experience some serious fucking pain. I got wicked bad arthritis out of it in my right foot. I really bruised the bones bad. I will come up by the end of the month for sure. Sorry, some muscle dude asked for my number later tonight. That's fine, Justin.
Enjoy.
That's fine. Enjoy. Have a great night, you know. But I'd love that. At the end of the month be great. Especially it's Pride Month, you know. I know that we got a Pride thing in the 27th, I think. We're going to go down to a Pride thing in Greenville. That should be fun. They're not doing much this year, but we're going to go to that. It's just a thing. You know, we'll have a stream that night, but I may even fucking see if I can get a booth and set something up. I've been considering that as well. So that would be fun. Do some interviews. I got a nice set of fucking microphones for it too.
Might be a little late to get a booth.
Maybe. I'll call the Chamber of Commerce tomorrow and see what we can do.
We don't have anything to set up.
As far as what? We have tables. I'm sure they'll have tables, but
I'm
what would
pretty
you
sure
like? We
gotta
got
bring
pins
your
we
own
can give
stuff.
away. You know? Yeah, dude was hot and muscles was firm, so I accepted his offer to switch phone numbers. Hey, you know, Justin, whatever is your thing, my friend. This is why I say I think you're half. I think you're bisexual. That's all. We love you for that. I don't care what you are. You're my friend. So bisexual, gay, straight. I don't care, Joe. Justin, I don't care. Fuck who you like. Live both worlds. Get the best of both. Who cares, you know? Only you, man. Only you. 13 beers in. Probably 14 at this point. Guys, can you believe we fucking hit 80? We're at 87 out of 100 subs. 13 fucking more to hit this one little sub goal that Twitch set. Because I didn't set a sub goal this month yet. I didn't even begin to. So once we finish this 100 one, I'll probably set a new one right there. 15 at the point.
This point.
That point. Yeah, it's crazy. So I'll start a new sub goal. I mean, if we already do 100, I'll probably make the sub goal 650 this month and see if we can hit it. You know, it's only the 5th of June, so we got a ways to go. And thank you, Justin, for the tier 1. 178 you've thrown, and that puts me 12 away. So Justin is hot, drinkable. Yeah, take it up with Justin. Don't take it up with me. I like Justin. He's my friend. So, yes, I think he's hot. Yes, I think he's sexy. But he's my friend, and I'm not going to make it weird. I don't drink much, but I can suck some beer down for sure. Yeah, you sure can. You sure can. Oh, but you only drink really when you go to the beach anyway. Like, you hardly drink when you're home. I know there's a few times you drink, but it's pretty fucking rare for you. Even for you. And you've been crazy busy lately. Like, you've been nonstop, gig after gig after gig after gig. I mean, I don't think there's a night you've stopped in the last fucking 30 days. You know? Every time I've talked to you so far this month, you've been fucking at a gig doing something. Or getting ready to go do a gig. Or just getting done with a gig and on your way out to do another one. Like, you've been mad fucking busy this month.
Yep. I've been seeing your TikToks.
Yeah, mad busy. I'm not even drunk. That's right. I really drink in Atlanta. I hit the beach and I'm lit the whole time. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You get to let loose while you're there and chillax. There ain't nothing wrong with that, Justin. Not a fucking thing. Hell, I commend you for it, you know? I'm gonna stop making my own wine, just drinking it every night. Fuck it. Yep, I'm in a fucking glass every motherfucking night. I might even stop making it, put it out here while I fucking make it, let it ferment, blah, blah, blah. You guys get to watch the whole fucking process. I'm seriously thinking about doing that. What do you guys think? Anybody interested in watching that shit? Been here 2 days, killed almost 35 beers so far. Yeah, but you fucking earned it, Justin. You've earned the ability to just fucking get wasted. I would too. When are you coming home? Like, how long are you there for? A couple days, 3 days, 4 days, what? I think it's great that you can go with your parents, you know, your age, and you still hang out with your parents. I think that's pretty fucking awesome. Not going to lie. Next Friday, oh, wow, you're gone for a while. Holy shit, you're gone for a week. Been there, yeah, it's, what's that, 9 days? Nice.
It's a vacation.
He fucking needs it. He's literally been on the run since he fucking started last week or the last month or whatever. He hadn't stopped. 35 beers, holy moly, that's an insane amount of calories. I'm thinking of all the fucking sugar that he's drinking. You know?
Depends on what kind of beer.
Yeah, it depends on the beer. But still, that's a lot of hops. That's a lot of alcohol. Many years ago, when I did internet radio, I used to go to local gigs and bars, etc., and stream them live. It's great fun, especially when fights broke out and stuff. There you go. I bought a set of microphones and stuff, just literally handheld portable microphones, to be able to do like interviews and stuff. And I just haven't been able to get out and do them. You know, I can do them live or I can do them recorded and then come back and play them. I mean, I just haven't decided what I want to do yet. But I'd like to go to like Walmart or some other store someday and just kind of ask people how they feel about, you know, the economy, Donald Trump, trans people, this, that, and whatever, you know. Love to do that one of these days. Michelob Ultra, 90 calories beer. That's not bad. That's not bad. 90 calories, not even 100 a beer. That ain't too bad. I don't drink like beer, so I don't know what's good and what's not.
I only drink beer grocery shopping.
I only drink beer when I'm really, 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 really hot and somebody offers one. That's usually the only time I'll ever take a beer, you know? And I haven't had a beer in fucking years. One of these days, tomorrow, you can do it. No, I know. I get it, you Buck, what you're saying, but it's a matter of asking stores if I could do it, getting my table out there, having plenty of electricity to do it. Like, there's things I got to do, you know? I can't just do it. So there's people you got to talk to before you start doing shit like that. Can we stay till midnight? You guys can do a train and stay till midnight wishes. That's completely up to you guys. I prefer IPA, but while I got this weight issue past years, I'm staying away from the IPAs. I don't mind a good lager or an IPA every now and again, like an ale or whatever. Those aren't like the worst of them. You know, Sam Adams used to make a really good Wachusett ale that was just fucking amazing. And they made a blueberry fucking ale that was fucking like, wow. And I haven't had one since the last time I think I was back home. So has to be ice cold though. I agree with you, Snuggles. On a hot day, an ice cold beer. I've had a few of those. I have a few friends in Atlanta who own breweries, and I go help them brew beer every few weeks. It's quite simple and fun. I'm sure it is. And you get free booze out of it. You can't go wrong with that. I'm sure you get free beer out of the deal. At least I would hope. Anyway, guys, that is it for the night. But it's been fun. You know, I mean, we got the 7 o'clock for tomorrow, which is fantastic. We stayed till 11 tonight, which is great. We got to catch up with some older folks that we haven't seen in a little bit. And I think that's fucking awesome. So it's been a fun night, guys. All right. Minderella, it's good to have you back. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I hope you get much, much better very quickly as you heal. You too, Turbo Kings. I hope you get better as well. faster and you get that done. Guys, remember, be yourselves. The world will adjust. And if they don't,
Fuck them.
or go to Destin, Florida and have 13 beers. Number 14. Anyway, have a great night, guys. I love you. Justin, I love you too. We'll see you soon, guys. Good night, everybody.
Good night.